Hello, beautiful people. Katie, if you do not know that I live in California, and when I say 1 p.m., that's California time, you're a silly girl. I'm in California. I always list my time, California time. Hello, everybody. How are you all today? It is a weird Wednesday. So, can everybody hear me and see me? I hope so. I'm prepared. I think I have all my audio kinks worked out and we're good to go. Because today we're going to talk about the fuck upness that has been going on the past few days. Because we seem to, hello, Jennifer. We seem to have broken ourselves into two distinct factions. And we're going to talk about those factions. And we're going to talk about hypocrisy. And we're going to talk about morals or lack thereof. And we're going to talk about why everybody has lost their minds and why people are not thinking clearly in the membrane. Because I don't know about you guys, but I thought we were all adults, and I'm seeing that clearly maybe we're not. So that's all the stuff we're going to talk about. If anyone wants to come up and vent with me, they can. You're welcome to. I will put a link to start because I always forget that. But basically, we're going to go through the events of yesterday, what the hell is going on around here, and I don't know, try and make some sense of it all because it's not really very sensical. And we're going to talk about big words like disingenuous. Don't you like big words? So, first, hello. Let me go back to my old thing that I used to always say. This is an open stream, unless you are hateful, racist, a phobe, hate speech. You can say anything you want to in here, and you will not get timed out. I actually don't have a single person, not one person on my block list. My block list is 100% empty. I think that's kind of like a pretty cool thing to have, to be able to say your block list is 100% empty. Big words. Big words are really cool. I really like when somebody is trying to snoopy doop and read chat or my comments, and they can't because they get tripped up by a really big word. Hello, Mr. Pork. I find it pretty hilarious because when you see someone, they're trying to like read chat and stream you, and then they like can't read your own word. I mean, what more humor do you get out of life than that? So, well, everyone moseys in. How is everybody today? It is parent teacher conference week for me. So it's a really weird week because my kids get out early and it's strange. It's weird seeing you as whatever it takes, MC. I always have to like do a double take there on that one. So how is everybody? And again, I don't have a single person on my block list. I think like I'm going to say, like I'm going to talk about, we've kind of divided ourselves into two sides, which I think as adults seems kind of strange that as adults, it's so juvenile. So many things that are going on right now are so juvenile to me. And I mean, and this side isn't the side that said we have sides. So, I mean, as the person on this side, I think it's really weird that I'm even in a side because who in the heck would think at 50 years old, like there's sides? It's just, but we're going to get to that. But it's very strange. It's very strange that we have sides. But as people on this side is, I think it's a testament to this side that we have a really great chat in here. And there's no one on the block list. Yes, I have mods, but no offense, you guys don't do a whole heck of a lot because you don't have to, because everybody knows and everyone's respectful. As long as you're not hateful or mean to each other, you can say whatever you want. You're allowed to have an opinion. You will not get timed out. You will not get I mean, I have no one on my block list. So I think that's a testament to what a great group we have on our side, I guess, and how respectful and kind and good we are. So I don't know exactly why are there sides? And again, this side isn't the one that said there are sides, but clearly, I've been told, I've heard that we're a side, I guess. And I mean, I guess if you wanted to be on a side, this is a good side because apparently we're the side of like the smarter, prettier girls who like, get away and do the cool stuff. So if I was going to be on a side, I'd rather be on this side. But it's weird that we've been told we're on a side. Why? Like that just again sparks divide and hypocrisy. So there have been, you guys probably can't hear it, but there have been, that is a helicopter. There's something weird going on right now because I keep hearing really big planes and helicopters, and I don't live near an airport, so it's really weird that I hear all this stuff. Hold on, I got something on my phone here. Oh. I'm almost gonna look. I have an app that shows, it's called Flight Radar, and it shows whatever is flying around. It's a really cool app. So I can see if it's like an airport, like Southwest going from like, Oakland to Phoenix or something like that. So I can see who it is. But there's all these planes going around today, and I don't know why. Hey, Pippi Longstocking, I haven't seen you in a while. All right. So, where to begin? Yesterday, we're all in buddies. How did we get back in buddies? I don't really know, but we're all in buddies. Like this is a bizarre world that wait, take your shirt off, twist it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. Okay. I think then we'd have to be on OnlyFans if I did that. Make a lot more money that way too, though. Oh my God, I broke free. I'm not my job's hostage anymore. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, go home, have a beer, rock it out, have fun. Not all of us what? Not all of us on OnlyFans, not all, I don't know what you're saying. But Fluffy Nuts is here. Yay, Fluffy Nuts. So, hey, Oklahoma. That's a cool name. Is that like Oklahoma? Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. What movie is that from? I think it's a Chevy Chase movie. Like the Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. I don't know. But yes, exactly. Yes, in Buddy. Bizarro world. So everybody's in buddies. I mean, nobody's been near Buddy for a long time, but we're all, if you have to rate morals there, there is a problem. Yes. Yes. Where was that? I'm going to highlight that. Hold on. Where was it? All right. There you go. If you have to rate morals, there is a problem. Maybe that should be kind of like the title of this whole live, because that in and of itself says so much. That says so much. I've never heard that song. I don't even know who Petey Pablo is. I stopped listening to music in the 80s pretty much. That pretty much ended my time in music. I really stopped listening to music then. Seriously, I did. But so no, I have no idea who that is. But that really says it all. I'm feeling great. How are you guys feeling? Thank you, Make People Smile. How are you guys feeling? I'm feeling fabulous. I'm feeling fabulous and like I'm ready to vent because yesterday was weird. And then I feel like there's all these things coming to a head. There's all these things kind of like coming to a head. Like relationships have been changing, people in the mix have been changing, who's friends with who has been changing, how people are talking to each other. Like there's a lot of things. It's like things are lining up. It's like the stars are aligning to, I don't know, something. But there's some weirdness going on. But for one, me, I kind of like to look at how people act with each other and look, and this is a really good human experiment of what in the holy hell are we doing acting like this as adults? What are, like, we are supposed to be adults. Like if we take a step back and look at everything going on in the last few days, especially yesterday, you have to step back and say, when did I turn into a teenager? Like, aren't we adults? Like, maybe we aren't. I don't know. And yes, September, we have a great group of people on this side. The fact that we have to say this side is kind of crazy. Hey, thank you for becoming a member, J. Marie. Oh, someone became a member in between. Who was it? Someone became a member in between last live and now. I'm gonna find it real quick so I can say welcome. Hold on. Because it was Sweet Pea became a member. Um, so just so you guys know, let me go back to StreamYard. Yeah, there we go. So thank you for becoming a member. I have memberships, and my memberships are not ones where like you just give me money so I can sit here and do nothing. I don't know why some people think that that's the better option to go, because it's like everyone do what you want, right? Hey Jennifer, thank you for becoming a member as well. I've heard some people say that they just do that because why would they I don't know, as if that's like the better option. Personally, I feel if you're going to have memberships and people are going to give you money, you should give them something back. So my memberships, we do stuff. We have Get Ready With Me lives, where, considering I'm so concerned with my brand, I come on here. Gone girl, thank you. I was going to message you and I got really busy this morning, but I was going to text you and see how you were doing and see if you moved your bowels yet. But thank you, Gone Girl. I always appreciate it. Gone Girl is always very generous. But now you got me sidetracked. But so we do a Get Ready With Me, where I come on here fresh out of the shower looking like a box of rocks, and we do that once a week. And I members only videos, so like I actually do something. Not that like anyone's better than the other, but I hear some people putting down the ones who give you something. So anyway, you actually get something for your membership. So that said, but thank you for becoming members. Thank you, Gone Girl. So back to my point, because if you've been here before, I get easily distracted. Where's Sweet Pea to talk about my ADHD? Cue Sweet Pea, because she's always here to say that's her ADHD getting sidetracked. Yes, Chris. Too bad you didn't figure it out earlier. Just kidding. But yeah, so apparently there are sides, and we are one side. Personally, I think our side is the better side, obviously. Yeah, Jennifer, like I never knew you before yesterday in Buddies, and you're really a sweetheart. So anyone who hasn't met Jennifer, I don't know how long you've been on Buddies, but I mean, most of us haven't been on Buddies for a long time either. So, oh, you have a channel? Drop your channel, Jen. I didn't know you had a channel. I just realized that Jules has a channel. But I knew she had a channel, but she does stuff all the time. She does like true crime, and she does like not, I don't want to say drama, but she does drama bit. I mean, she talks about stuff. So logical, rational, factual, truthful. Yes. Can you roast me? You know what? Maybe I'll do a big roast of our side. Kind of like the original Mattress Mamas was not about a certain person's disability. It was about the collective of Marissa's panel and everybody on there, at the time. It was a satire of a lot of people. So maybe I will make one of our group. Yeah, Jules's channel is cool. I mean, the only time I had gone to it was when she had clipped the video of when I did my Jerry Springer moment and went over there and yelled and had my little fun over there. And that was really the only time I went over there. And I saw she put out a video, and it was Tears for Fears. And so of course I had to see it. Was 80s. I had to go over and see. So then I did, and I was like, holy crap, I didn't know she did like a whole thing. So yeah, sub to Jen. I don't know, what kind of channel are you, Jen? Excuse me, hello. How do I join the panel? I need to be interviewed for a great time. Well, yeah, that's probably not going to happen right now. I don't know you, so you're probably not going to come on panel yet. I'm not really an interview people kind of girl, but you can hang out, and maybe once we get to know each other, I can give you a good time. How's that sound? Okay. So let me look through hello, Katie Mason. She's true crime. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Okay. Well, sub up to Jennifer. She is true crime. I did not know that. Hey, Amanda. Are you in the right chat this time? Okay, let's look. So I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn a little bit, and then we'll see how that goes. Right? Okay. So Anyway, so we are apparently aside, and obvious. I love that time you yelled. Oh my God. Yeah. If if any one of you don't know, I had a Jerry Springer moment. You know what? I think it's actually hilarious. I didn't watch it for a long time. And if any of you don't know, it was like right after, I broke up with Hopi, and there was a lot going on, and people, a lot of talk about me. And I one thing, if you'll notice, I don't talk. I don't talk shit. I don't dox people. I don't threaten to dox people. I don't throw people's shit out there. And I think that is kind of a hallmark of our side, if you would say it. Our side doesn't act like schoolyard children and do stuff like that, right? I mean, there's a lot of things I could say, but I've never done it. Even when I've had people turn against me, which has unfortunately happened quite a bit. Thank you, Toxified. Thank you for the super sticker, super chat. I don't really know how the super sticker, I don't really know the difference. So thank you. I appreciate that very much. I always appreciate you guys' support because you don't have to do that. And when you do, I really appreciate it. What is my channel about? Okay, so I started off as a roast channel and I roasted people, larger creators. And now it's sort of a comedy entertainment channel. So if you look, there are satires and parodies, but then I also do live streams where we just kind of talk about things going on right now. So hopefully that was a good explanation. I don't know. We just talk about whatever. So right now we're talking about the crazy moments as of late, which I guess would be the drama as of late. All right. So keep getting sidetracked here. I'm gonna get on my point eventually at some moment. So we've been labeled as our side. I think one of the hallmarks of our side, and of course the other side would disagree, but you guys are all like me. I've had a lot of people come at me. A lot of people come at me. And if you'll notice, I don't pull the bullshit. Like, why pull the bullshit? I don't know. I'm sorry. When I came to YouTube, I kind of thought everyone was an adult, right? I just assumed that, like, I'm an adult, like in real life, that's how I act. Like, if I'm in a work environment and there's someone there who maybe I don't get along with, I don't like sit there and bitch and tell them to like hop on a dick. I am cordial and I am kind and I move on. I don't know. That's how adults act, right? I didn't realize that what happens here is that if you disagree with anybody, you find a way to say something really mean about them. You either talk about their looks, or you dox them, or you just talk about penises and other body parts mixed in with them. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I didn't know that that happened at 50 years old, that people talk like this, but apparently they do. So, I mean, like, so yesterday, getting to yesterday. So we're all in buddies. And truth be told, a lot of us have not been in buddies. I need to teach you what? What do I need to teach you? Or are you talking to someone else? I don't know. Are you talking to me? What do I need to teach you? Does someone else need to teach you? I don't know. So we're all in buddies. We haven't been in buddies for a long time, right? Can adults order? You know what? I always order Happy Meals because I am a grazer. Like, I don't eat big meals. I would rather have like 10 little itty bitty meals than like 3 big meals. So I'm a grazer. So honest to God, I order Happy Meals when I go to McDonald's. I always do. Can someone put a link to be a member? Yeah. Well, can someone do that? Can someone do that for me? Gosh, now I feel so cool. Order people around. Yeah, because if you're on an iPhone, it's really difficult. But I think, you know what? The easiest way is it's just the channel with /join at the end of it. Teach you how to shut up and ignore it. You just do. You know what? Here's the deal. And this is the thing. Like today, I was listening to people get all bunged up. And it's like, I just want to like take people and be like, do you guys realize that you're getting all fired up about people you don't know? And why should you care about them? Like, I was listening to somebody talk about they were going to call their lawyer, right? They were getting ready to call their, oh, thank you, September. September became a member. Look at that. Look at that. I'm rolling. I'm wheeling. I'm dealing. We're getting it on. We're going. I use the app and I get a free, you get a free Happy Meal? Damn, that's cool. Oh. You know what? I worked at McDonald's. When I was in high school, I worked at McDonald's the whole like 4 years. Well, not my freshman year, but it's not high school. It's not freshman when you're in high school, right? Um, I worked the like 3 years at McDonald's and I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And then after high school, before I went to medical school, I worked that summer too. And I just loved working at McDonald's. And you know what? Truth be told, working at McDonald's was the hardest job I ever did, like physically demanding. And it's the least money I ever made. Isn't that kind of weird? But seriously, okay, so Chris, who are these people? One, do they matter? One, do they matter? And two, why are they saying what they're? Oh, Tara gifted memberships. So there are a lot of gifting of memberships in here. So everybody needs to make sure they have their little membership gifter getter turned on. So let's see. Bubblegum got a membership. Kelly got a membership. Chris got a membership. Make People Smile. And Michelle E., who's gotten like 75 I swear to God, Michelle, you get memberships every time. Thank you, Tara. Look at that. You guys, I mean, I like memberships because I like getting to know you guys, and I hope you guys like getting to know me, because that's one thing about, and it's kind of what like I would say to Chris, like these people coming at you, why in the world would you care about them? Like they're basically complete strangers. You wouldn't care if the mailman came at you, like he dropped your mail off and like was like, suck a dick, hop on a dick, you know, your forehead's too big, whatever. Like if your mailman came at you, you wouldn't be all like, oh my God, my mailman came at me. So why do you care about these people? That's the first thing I would say, which is why I like memberships. And again, thank you, Tara, for gifting memberships. I appreciate that, because that allows me to get to know you and you to get to know me, which is fun, because then once we know people, then we can actually have a reason to talk amongst ourselves and maybe care if you tell me to suck a dick. I don't know. I mean, if someone told me to suck a dick, I'd be like, well, that's an asshole thing to say, so I don't care. Like if you're going to say that, who cares what you have to say, because you're an asshole. But is it a federal crime to fight the mailman? Yes. Well, he's a government employee, so yes. Why are you asking anyway? That's a weird question. I only care because built a friendship off of it. You know what? You can build great friendships from YouTube. You really can. And I mean, look at the tavern. I mean, I honestly like shed a tear when they met for the first time. It was like running across the beach, like, meeting for the first time. It was so like, you know, seeing people who they built this great friendship, they met for the first time. It was really, really nice. They're not government. Wait, they are government employees or they're not? Mail is not federal, but it's government, right? They're government employees. A mailman hit your dad in his mail truck. Oh my God. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Why are we talking about hitting mailman? I guess because I brought up mailman. But there can be good friendships made on YouTube. But YouTube is really weird in that time is weird in YouTube. Like 1 week in YouTube is like a month. 1 month in YouTube is like a year. It's really strange. It's really strange. And people, obviously, you don't see each other. So people are really tough because they can say whatever they want and not be held accountable. So YouTube is a very, very strange world as far as building friendships. People tend to be the worst of themselves, I think. The mailman is your father. Fluffy Nuts, I thought the tree was your father who gave you the nuts. Fluffy Nuts gave you the nuts, Fluffy. I don't know. But people tend to be the worst of themselves on YouTube. I swear to God, because they can be. You can be whatever you want to on YouTube. I could tell you that I was a princess in Siam or something. Like you can make up whoever you want to be on YouTube, because who's gonna know, right? How about if you fight the mailman after he clocks out? What are you talking about, mailman? You guys have the strangest questions. I swear to God. You guys are strange. Oh my gosh. But you can be whatever you want. You can say you're a doctor, like a certain somebody. What is he a doctor of? I don't know. What does he say he's a doctor of? He says he's a doctor of something. Like you can say you're whatever you want. You can say you're a psychiatrist and try and self-diagnose people, right? I mean, oh, are you on an iPhone? Yeah, you're on an iPhone, so you won't see it. Do you tip your mailman? I think I'll get you a link. You know what? I think people used to not tip them, but give gifts at the end of the year. Like I bring my postmaster a gift, a Christmas gift at the end of the year. I do. But I live in a very small town. I don't think that happens all the time. Hold on, I'm getting a membership link. Da, 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 da. Invite viewers. Okay, here we go. Why did I just click on the damn thing? Okay, here we go. All right. But I do give my postmaster a Christmas gift. There's actually 3 ladies that work in there, and I give them each a bottle of wine. But I live in a really small town, so that's probably maybe a weird thing. Um, I agree, Hakuna Matata. You should strive to be the best that you can be. I mean, personally, me, and that is why I made that first mattress mamas video. The whole point of it was that in COVID, people started like camming up without, any sense of like looking decent. Like you'd see after COVID, the person stand up and they had, a suit on from here up, and then they had just their boxer shorts on from here down. And then people started camming up without even like getting dressed and just wearing their jammies. When before COVID, if you came on camera for a business meeting or something, you were all dressed like you would if you went into the office. And COVID kind of changed all that. So the whole Mattress Mama kind of it was a testament to Marissa and her panelists, but it was also just this fact of, people have come into this new world where we don't try to be the best of ourselves. We just don't care. Like we've kind of gotten away from society in a way. Like I don't know. It's like a weird thing happened with COVID, I think. Um, but we don't try and be the best of ourselves. Like my grandfather used to always say, when you go somewhere like to a job interview, always make sure your shoes are, clean and, whatever buffed or whatever guys do with their shoes. Because if you look at someone's shoes, you can tell who they really are. Because what's the last thing you think about doing when you go out? Most people, your shoes, because you don't see them. So if somebody has their shoes all nice and clean and, buffed and sparkly, you know that they really care about attention to detail, because it's like the last thing you see. So if you care about that, you really care about, not your appearance per se, but just, putting your best self forward. You have pride in what you do. You have pride in what you put out there. Shoes do tell a story. It's the first thing other people, well, it's not, I mean, I think your eyes and your smile is the first thing other people see, but like other people see your shoes, but I think we forget to look at our own shoes. So that's why it's like, if we put attention to detail in our shoes, that kind of says a lot about the person. I don't know, or at least that's what my grandfather told me. So I don't know. But that was kind of the point of it. Like people kind of with COVID stopped paying attention and caring about things. People started pretending and being a different person. People started getting, keyboard balls. It's like a really weird society that we've come to post COVID. And YouTube is a big part of it. Like I'm shocked that adults act the way they do on here. I mean, I'm like shocked. Like when I first came here, I never thought about not camming up because this is a video platform. Why wouldn't I cam up? And I come on here and people are like, it's like, oh, they hit in the beginning, you can hide your subs, you can hide your likes. It's like, what is the point of, why don't you just go do a podcast? You don't see yourself, you hide your likes, you hide your subs. Like, what on earth are you doing? It's like, go be a podcast or something like that. But, and then just people's attitude of being complete and utter assholes. Like I never knew adults would act that way. I was like, did I get transported back to 1987 and I'm on the playground? What on God's green earth are people acting like this for? I mean, it was shocking to me that people can act like this, but it's kind of like a norm here. And so we have our side of people who act like infantile teenagers. And then I guess we've been said to be we're another side, right? And it's bizarre to me, but that's what we're going to talk about. This whole split down the middle, two sides. Each side thinks they're right. We think we're right. They think they're right. And we're going to talk about the whole thing. I mean, I still think we're right, but we're going to talk about the whole thing, why it's happened, where it was, and just all the crap that happened yesterday, because it was very interesting. When you break it down, it was really interesting. All the little things that happened, all the little half truths, all the little lies, all the little hypocrisy that went on yesterday, all the little bullshit that went on yesterday. So we're going to talk about all of it and call it all out because it's kind of a little up. So first, I'm going to hold on and read chat a little bit because you all are chatting like mofos, and I want to see what you're saying. And Fluffy Nuts is here. I'm glad to see you, Fluffy Nuts. I haven't seen you last part. Mr. Pork, going real life. You know, when I first came here, the whole reason I first came here, it was when Lord Betty was going after crude, and I came here because I was like, that going real life is bullshit, and I don't want to leave that legacy for my kids. That's okay to do. You know, my generation, we like crank called. You know, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it. That's what we did. You know, and I was like, I want to do something to, you know, not have this legacy for my kids be that this is what you do. You don't like someone, you know, my generation, you slapped them on the back and put a sign on their back when they weren't paying attention. This generation, you freaking swat someone. Like, what is that? So that's kind of why I came here. So it's kind of interesting, you know, when I was doxxed and all that stuff. So I'm going to look at chat real quick. Ooh. Did we just lose power? I feel like we just lost power. That was weird. Hold on. I just spit on myself. I think I lost like power on my power strip. That's bizarre. I think I lost power on my power strip. All right, I lost power on my power strip. Okay, hold on. Let me look at pork. Let me look at chat real quick. All right, hold on here. Oh my God, so yeah, the shoe thing, kind of true. I have a PO box, so I don't use my mailbox either because I live on the top of a mountain, and the mailbox is down on the main street below, and it used to get hit all the time, so we don't use it. Okay. The Mean Girls tables, it's totally like the high school, the Mean Girls lunch table, and then the people behind you trying to listen in. I got to figure out why my little thing, I think I blew like, no, that's on. Now, hold on. As I read, I'm going to figure out why. Yeah, that's all off too. Hold on. Technical difficulties. You know, I thought I was going to get away without a technical difficulty here. Let's see. That's plugged in. All right. That's plugged in just fine. That guy's just plugged in just fine. It's this guy that's just not plugged in just fine. Why are you just not plugged in just fine? You know, someone once said, it's a sign of insanity if you talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time, calling child exploitation. Oh, yeah. See, that's part of the bullshit that I'm going to talk about is the whole thing. Beer Can, how are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. I don't think I lost power. What I think I did is somehow my little power strip down here decided to stop working. So I'm going to talk as I try and get it back together and back on. But, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? But hey, buddy, how are you? I just realized you guys are home really early. Part of, gosh, this whole thing just isn't working now. That was part of the hypocrisy yesterday was somebody said, shoot, now I lost my train of thought here. Why did this thing go out? Oh, what was the statement that was just said? Now I forgot it. Shoot. What was the statement? I gotta go. Child exploitation and child porn. Yes, somebody said child exploitation, but somebody heard child porn and they're just taking it to go. They're just running with it. That yep, that's what you said. And it's like, no, they didn't say what, buddy? They didn't say that at all. That wasn't what was said at all. but they're running with it. And that's kind of the stuff that I want to talk about. All this hypocrisy, all these half truths that people are just running with crap. Sorry, I am here. People are just running with crap that isn't true at all. All right, I got to figure out why this guy, well, thing's plugged in. I don't know why this guy doesn't want to work right now. All right, we're going to plug you back in. Having technical difficulties here, if you can't tell, but that's part of it. And even though people continue to say that we didn't say child porn, we didn't say that, we said exploitation, they still want to run with saying, no, you said, and that's not, and that's part of the hypocrisy. That's part of the crap and the lies going on. That's not what someone said, but for whatever reason, somebody wants to believe that. All right, I have a little like USB power strip here, and it's plugged in, and for some reason, I think it just like blew itself up, which is really weird. All right, I'm going to plug one thing in that needs to be plugged in, and then I'm not going to care about the rest of it. So hold on one sec. Where is this my little light? All right, we're going to try this guy. We're going to try this guy. But that's part of what's going on. All these little half-truths, all these little lies. For example, another little one was I had said, I'm not in a certain person's Discord because I'm not. And I've said from the beginning that I accidentally signed up and then I immediately canceled. So what happens? Well, the person shows that I joined the Discord, which is true, and says, oh, ha, ha, see, she's in the Discord, ha, 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 without showing that, oh, but she left. Kind of missed showing that part. And that's the whole thing that's going around, showing half-truths, showing the little bullshit. All right, here, I'm going to plug this in here, and then I think we're good to go. And then I will sit down and stop having my technical difficulties. It's always something, isn't it? It's always something. There. Okay, now let's see if we can do this, and then we'll be good to go. Nope. Nope. Oh my gosh. All right, we're just going to have technical difficulties. All right, we're just having technical difficulties. All right, so, all right, let me pull up to the chat. Jeez Louise. You guys, it's always something, isn't it? Always something, isn't it? All right. All right, let me look back. What are you guys talking about with screenshots? Having issues with your card. No worries, no worries. Hey, I'm a proud Marine mom. All right. Screenshot. Oh my God. I have never known so many people to what do they do with all these screenshots? What do they do with all these screenshots? All right. You know, I was the one who started talking about morals. That was my mistake. I talked about morals. And I thought that everybody realized what morals were. I realize now that not everybody does. All morals are is the right and wrong of society. That's all it is. It doesn't matter specifically exactly what you find to be moral and immoral. All morals are is the thought process that in society we have things that are right versus wrong. That's it. And I have said from the beginning that I think a certain person doesn't understand the definition, because if they did, they would not say what they say. But that's all morals are. So to say morals are at the bottom, basically what you're saying is, when looking at doing something, I don't worry about whether it's right or wrong. I worry about going to jail. And that's kind of not a good thing to say, is it? That's not really something that you want to say, I don't think. But this is what they say. And here's again the hypocrisy, the like half truth, the weirdities. So, you know, that's what's been put out there, right? Yes, exactly. Having morals is doing right when no one can see. I mean, that's the whole thing. You teach your kids right from wrong. You teach your kid, if you're standing at the 7-Eleven and no one's there, so you know you can steal that chocolate bar, you don't do it. Even though you could get away with it, you don't do it because it's wrong. It's the right and wrong. And yes, everybody has different moral. You know, there are some societies that believe that you can rape your wife. women are second. There are some societies where that's okay to do. Our society, obviously not. So yes, like the specifics of what you think is moral and not, yes, that changes for different people. Like we all agree on that. But to say morals is at the bottom and, jail is first because I'm not going to jail, what you're saying is when thinking about doing something, you think about if you can go to jail or not, not whether it's right or wrong. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. I didn't put those words in your mouth, but yet somehow I'm the asshole for it. For example, Little Mix Pixie Truther, who I apologize, I thought it was Trixie Star, but apparently it is not. So anyway, this Pixie Truther comes into Chris. Chris had an awesome video, which was totally got a certain person getting busted for actually having Frank's address. I really want to get my light on, so I'm going to fiddle with it while I talk. Totally outed a certain someone for actually having Frank's address, which I think is awesome. But so this person, so she's got this video. Oh, there we go. There's my light. Chris has this video talking about, having the address and blah blah blah, caught her in a lie, all that kind of stuff, right? So Pixie Truther, who does not like me because put stuff in the chat, out of nowhere says, "Oh, Queen OG, she doesn't have morals," because I had said in my live stream, we were talking about family and Italians, and I was talking about how like Italians have this, big sense of family, do crazy things for your family, kill or be killed for your family. And I said this thing where I said, if my child accidentally, killed somebody, I would like get all our money together and get a private jet and go to the nearest country without an extradition treaty. And that's what we would do, family. So Pixie Truther writes down, Queen OG, she shouldn't talk about, even though the Chris's post had nothing to do with me, out of nowhere, brings me up. Talks about her morals, but if her kid killed our kid, this is what she would do. Yeah. So it's called hyperbole. It's when you take something and make it really like exaggerated to make a point. I mean, obviously I'm not going to, if that ever happened, I'm not going to take all my family's money and go be a fugitive from the law with me and one kid while my husband and the other kid stayed. And I would get a lawyer with that. But this is the so I put does anyone know who Pixie is? Because a lot of people said it was Trixie, but it's not. So I don't know. I'm not sure who now. And now I can't see the other chat. That's the problem because my other monitor went out. So now I can't see the other chat, which like if anybody does memberships or anything, I can't see now at this point. But anyway, so I wrote back under this person who I would love to know who this person is. But I was just like, okay, it's hyperbole. You like, that's not really. So she writes back and she says, I read the first two words and then said, I'm not reading the rest. Okay, so you're ignorant. So you're going to comment back, but you didn't read the whole thing. That makes you ignorant. Only ignorant people. A few people said it was Trixie, but then a bunch of people said it wasn't. It's someone from Australia who has a child with a learning disability. I don't think Trixie's from Australia. Anyway, I don't know who it is. I'd love to know who it is because they're constantly like, and I just want to know who it is. Anyway, so doesn't read what I say, but continues to like bash, right? Well, you're ignorant. You don't read, but it's like the people who say, I don't watch you. I hate when people do that. Why really? One, we know that's a lie. And two, why are you talking about something that you know nothing about? Like I don't know anything about, I did a members only video and I said, I know my kids used to watch Mr. Beast. I don't know anything about Mr. Beast, right? So I'm not going to go out there and talk about Mr. Beast because I don't know anything about him because I don't watch him. And if I did make a video on Mr. Beast, I would sound really stupid because I don't know anything about Mr. Beast. So I would sound really ignorant. So all these people who sit there and say, I don't watch you, well, then how are you talking? How are you saying anything? Like, how do you know anything if you really don't watch someone? It's like it's said they say it to belittle the other person. And there's somebody, Mike, I've seen him a few times. My kids used to watch him all the time. But and notice I'm not using people's names because I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. But there's a certain person who loves to at any moment, at any time point they can be like, I don't watch them. I don't watch them. It's like we heard you the 10,000th time, but they love to. I don't watch them. It's like, they say that to be a little dig when it's like nobody cares. But so she says this whole thing. I didn't read it. So, okay, so you're ignorant. So then a comment down, I think Linny said something, and she said, you are taking what that person said literally to fit your narrative. Okay, we're all talking about hypocrisy here. She said, you're taking what Purple said literally to fit your narrative. Well, isn't that what you just did to me? You took hyperbole as if it was literal to fit your. And this is one of the things I'm talking about is that this side has now deemed that we have sides. And part of what apparently is happening is what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Meaning, if we take something, well, we're taking it too literally to fit our narrative. But if they do the same thing, it's fine. And that's part of the problem that we're having here is that everything is being taken. When this person does it, it's not okay. When this person does it, it is okay. And that's not gonna work. For example, this side can completely hold up a picture and go through it. And that's okay. But if we did that, we'd be monsters, right? I mean, you have to be, if you're going to do that, you have to be equal on both sides. And that's part of the hypocrisy that's going down. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I don't know. I think I'm just befuddled. I think I'm just befuddled that adults could act this way. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, am I the only one who is kind of wondering how, like, hey, buddy, how these people came to be adults acting like this? I mean, I don't know. I'm just, yeah, exactly. They don't watch, but they can quote verbatim. Like the funny thing was, and Tara was talked about on that same video as well. And it was, hey, poop. That's my cat who in April is going to be 24 years old. 24. That's crazy. Can you hear him? I don't know if you can hear him. Can you hear him? He's pretty loud, but this is like a noise canceling thing. I mean, I admit that I do watch them. I don't all the time, but people usually it's because someone in Discord will say, hey, this person's talking about you, go watch, and then I will watch. So I watch every once in a while. I'm not sub to them, but I do watch, and I'll admit that. I'm not going to sit over here and be like, oh, I never watch them, because that would be dumb, because obviously I talk about them. So how could I do that? And if you talk about someone that you know nothing about, you're ignorant. So are you ignorant or are you an asshole? I mean, which is it? You can't have it both ways. How's the wild kitty? Oh my gosh, wild kitty is a wild kitty. See, I don't know what happened with my thing not working, but I could share my screen and show him. So totally off topic. I know I go off topic all the time, but I got a wild animal. I basically have a bobcat in my garage. I got a feral cat, and he's not just a feral cat, he's like wild. He is a wild, wild animal, and he's in my garage. He's awesome though. His name is Sam. He's Siamese. He's cute. I love him. I love him because he was not gonna have a good moment. So he can be safe and he can live his life out. But he's 2.5 and he had his balls this whole time. And if you know anything about cats, a male who's had his nuts for 2.5 years, he's a mean mother. He's had hormones for 2.5 years. He's got jowls like he's a good kitty. He has a little diarrhea right now because I gave him a little wet food, and I think he's been having a lot of mice. I think he's got a lot of mice. He's got some diarrhea. But anyway, I probably should not talk about diarrhea right now. But the the whole thing is there's two sides. Each side thinks they're right. But oh, Monica, I don't hear your smoke. Well, I don't hear you actually, but both sides thinks they're right, but one side is just completely illogical. Just completely illogical. And that's what bugs me, bugs the crap in me. Like, I am a very logical person. I'm not an emotional person. I'm a very logical black and white person. So to me, to see people who just are completely illogical and say the stupidest things like, I don't watch you, and then go and then hold up a picture and say, look at her eyes. You know, 9 ago. Oh no, it was my lips. Her look how swollen her lips look. Just 9 hours ago, they weren't quite as big. And last week, oh, but you don't watch me, but you're comparing my lips from 9 hours ago and then last week, but you don't watch. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm a very black and white thinker too. Like I've always been. It's kind of so stereotypical, but I've always been like a guy's girl because I'm not like the emotional type. Like, people like come in chat. Like, I've seen other people who like a troll comes in chats and says something, and they're like, ah, ah, ah." Someone comes in chat and says something, and I'm like, whatever. Because I'm not the emotional, I'm very black and white kind of thinker. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've always been told I think like a guy too. But I mean, I don't know. I need my drink. So many things. So many things. Now, let's talk about everybody suing everybody. Today, Heidi's going to call her lawyer. This is the other dumb stuff that people do. The whole like everybody's calling cops, everybody's calling lawyers. Why? For what? I mean, come on. I think we were joking about Jerry's cease and desist, and suddenly I'm gonna call my. Why? Like, really? Why? Is the lawyer gonna watch my live streams again? Why? I mean, seriously. I don't. It's ridiculous. If you know, because I'm gonna talk to the people who aren't watching right now, because I know they're not watching. So I'm just gonna give a little tidbit of information. So if you want to sue somebody for, let's say, defamation or slander or libel or whatever, one of the things that you have to prove to win are damages. Damages, which means you have to prove that you have had a monetary loss, you have had emotional damages, mental damages. So, what damages has little Miss Ho Ho Hody Ho had? What? I don't think any. Like none. None. I mean, yes, between lawyers, Ellie, narcissists, and gaslighting. Huh. Do you hear my cat now? Do you hear them now? He's so loud. I mean, yeah, there are no damages. I mean, a lawyer wouldn't even take the case because it's a ridiculous case. I mean, it's like when Katie Bug said. So, Katie Bug saying in a chat, joking about like, oh, wouldn't that be funny if like I don't know what was ever said about like the news or whatever. You know? I mean, and suddenly it says, oh, it's big deal and blah. It's like, come on. I mean, nobody knows what a joke is anymore. Like, seriously. Oh, is Pooh here? Hey, Pooh, how's me? Damages, no sleep and skid marks in the jammies. Well, at least they're sleeping in bed alone, so nobody else has to deal with the skid marks. Right? Pooh, what are you up to? Ah, what are you up to, Pooh Pooh? Pooh is me. You know what? Nobody said who they thought Pooh was in a long time. Who like nobody's talked about who Pooh is in a long time. But Purple Tavern's sure getting some call outs. You know what? I think someone's really scared of Purple Tavern. any lawyer would recognize that they cause their own damages. They do. They they do cause their, like, that's the thing. They're, what's the saying? You're a product of your own demise. What is it? But it's true. Nobody makes themselves look as stupid as they do. I mean, I seen him in your last line, the one before us. Oh yeah, like my. So let me see if I can. See, I don't think I can do it because I only have one monitor going here. I got to get the other monitor going. I just told you my thoughts. Yeah, unless real life, I don't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you didn't know that. Wait, didn't you know that your pop's your husband? Wait, your dad's your husband? Oh my God, are you from West Virginia? Just kidding. But the whole thing is really ridiculous. I mean, how did it get in? How did it get into it anyway? Like, I was trying to think, like, how did we get into the whole, who started the whole legal thing in the first place? Like, how did we even get to this? How did we get to this point? I mean, a lawyer would just laugh you out. A lawyer would just, I mean, you wouldn't even get an appointment with a lawyer. They would say, "What is your problem?" And you would try and explain it, and they would laugh at you. They would absolutely laugh at you in the first place. I mean, but seriously though, how did we get here? How did we get to this point? Like, let's track it back into how we got here. I mean, I remember one day, oh, she met Pooh as your husband. Oh, I was kind of like, and I was like, I'm not going to touch that. Yeah, well, Pooh's been everybody. Well, TFA, well, isn't TFA Purple Tavern now? Who's Purple Tavern? Has anybody, nobody's really been suspected of being Purple Tavern, have they? Pooh is your husband? No, Pooh is me, and I'm not your husband. Oh, I could be your husband. I am in California. We could get married here. Chris, thank you, autocorrect. Now, and Chris, I have to say, good job outing on the having the address. Poor Chris has got it both ways. And I don't even, Chris, I don't even understand the whole email thing with Nicolina. I really honestly don't even understand what's going on there. But all it looks to me, not Shay's Marie's husband, please. All it looks to me like a bunch of people saying things that aren't true and making it so confusing that no one can understand the truth. Heidi's lawyer never laughed. You know what? Heidi's lawyer supposedly watches my live streams. I mean, when I heard that, I can't take anything seriously after that. Like, saying that he was going to watch my live streams, and if I disclosed anything about some disability, what part of it was it that I couldn't disclose? I mean, it was like I was okay to have the papers, but I couldn't disclose. I don't know. I don't know because I don't do that. Like, if anyone has ever noticed, I don't put stuff out there. I don't. Like like I think last live I was talking about when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Like, when people are friends and then when that friendship blows up and the person like totally outs the other person and turns nasty and goes after them, that person probably isn't a good friend to anybody and just never will be, right? I mean, what have I done when people turned against me really meanly? I was just like, okay, well, I hope they have a good life. Bye. And then I did have my one Jerry Springer moment, I will say, which I didn't watch it for a long time because like I don't normally do stuff like that. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to watch this. I was yelling and I don't normally yell like that. Like, I'm just kidding. But then it was on Jules and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And it's actually really, really funny. One of the funniest parts, Fluffy Nuts, one of the funniest parts is like you have to listen to it because it's like different conversations. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the time when like everybody was over at Purple's and it was like Hopi was over there spewing crap about me. And I went over there and I was just like, what do you want from me? Or something like that. And and everybody was yelling. Everybody was yelling. And it was actually very, very funny. If you couldn't write a funnier script to like, if that was in like a TV show or a sitcom, it was really, really funny. But one of the funniest parts is all of a sudden out of nowhere, Heidi yells to Frank and is like, shut the fuck up, Frank. And Frank's like, what did I do? I didn't even say anything because he hadn't been saying a word the whole time. It's just funny. But anyway, now I lost what I was talking about. God damn it. What was it? Oh, so how we got here, right? Was that what I was talking about? What was I talking about? Gosh darn it. People made me lose my place. you know what? She probably doesn't have a lawyer because you know what? You know, the best way to figure out if someone doesn't have a lawyer is because they say they have a lawyer. But I did a live. That was a live where I think the title, what was the title of it? It was the whole thing about it was weaponizing a disability. That's what the live was about. And that's what the live talked about. And I think at the end of it, like the end of the title was like no disabilities were harmed in the making of this live stream or something like that. Cause I say that a lot, like no blah, blah, you know, it's like a common thing people say, no blah blah blahs were harmed in the making of this, you know, it's like a little thing people say. So I said something like that. So she thought that the whole live was about her when none of it was about her. I think I used her as an example of someone who weaponizes their disability, but that was it. So somehow she got the idea that she started telling people that I was showing her disability papers, that the live was about her and I was showing her disability papers in the live, which was completely couldn't be farther from the truth. Right. And so then she said, like, her lawyer, she threatened me by saying her lawyer was going to watch the live and then come after me for when I show. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. Wait, Michelle just said something. I thought you said, "How are you doing, Michelle?" Because I know you weren't feeling well. So I hope you're feeling better. I'm sure one of my adult kids came out in the room and said, "Yeah." I mean, you know, oftentimes when I like if I take a step back and look at what's going on, like I have to stop and think, like, when did I become 14 again? Like my 12-year-old going to be 13 is more mature than most of these women. Truth be told. I mean, I didn't know that women still acted and talked like that. I didn't know that acting like that and talking like that was cool back when I was in high school, let alone now. I mean, it's like if you watch the Mean Girls movie, it starts out in the beginning where the mean girls are cool, right? The mean girls are cool in the beginning. You know, they're the like trash talkers, you know, make fun of people, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of it, it's shown that they're the idiots, right? Like at the end of it, being a mean girl isn't a cool thing to be, right? So, but yet somehow, but he wants to, I mean, we should know by now. And that's the other thing. How can you sit here and say bullying is wrong when you have a channel all about bullying? I mean, it's just and then that's all that you do. I mean, like if you really look at what our side like oh so here's a good example, here's a really good example. It's a bunch of hens clucking in a knitting circle. Heidi thinks that every live is about her, and if people begin to ignore. You know what? I was watching today, and every time someone said something, every single time it was like, "Da-da-da." I mean, I would love to have somebody just like take a live and just separate into because every time someone says something like, I'm going to go to the store. I went to the store yesterday. You know, I bought some new socks. I have new socks on. You know, I had a sore throat. I had a sore throat last week. You know, every little thing and every little thing. Someone comes in, you know, oh, I had a death in the family. I had a death, you know, every little thing is like, you know, and it's all Trump people. Like who's had it worse? Like it's a whole thing of who's had it worse. Like I don't believe in comparing. That that's part of the problem. Like you can't compare people. Like you can't compare things wrong. You can't like if you're going to start comparing people, you're going to get yourself in trouble, you know? And that's part of their problem. They're always comparing themselves to you guys. Everything's a comparison. Comparison in what went wrong, comparison in what went right, comparison in looks, comparison in smarts, comparison in every way, shape, and form. And you're supposed to get past comparing yourself to other people when you're about 12. Like that's when you're supposed to stop the whole comparisons. And like I said in my little jealous women little skit last week, smart women don't take criticism from someone they wouldn't even take advice from. And you can't compete where you don't even compare. So don't compare yourself to our side because you can't compare. So don't try and compete with us. And that's what all these emotions of jealousy and the mean girl and all that stuff, it's all comparing. It's comparing yourself to someone else, feeling like you don't stack up. So then thinking that We are saying that we're like, I actually heard someone saying, hey, stoned but not alone. I actually heard someone say today something about, I forget who they were talking about, but they were going off on how, oh, they just think they're better than us and blah 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 blah. And oh, it's because, she thinks she's prettier than us. And I don't know who they were talking about. I don't know if it was going back to the me thing or what, but it was the whole thing about they think they're better than us and they think they're smarter than us and they think they're pretty. No, we don't think anything. You guys are feeling that because none of us over here are saying it. Like, I've never heard a single person say any of that. I've never heard not a one of you ever compare yourself to anyone over there. I've never heard a single one of you say anything about, oh, I think I'm better than someone. Never heard it. Has anyone ever heard me say that? No, because I don't talk like that. So where's it coming from? It's not coming from us. It's coming from you guys. I love Cheez-Its. You never hated Cheez-Its more in your life? Why do you hate Cheez-Its? Where did this come from? Who's hating Cheez-Its? I have to take a break. I heard someone hates Cheez-Its. I love Cheez-Its. Okay, so the next thing I read, poo, I'm constipated. So does that. The randomest things that get read out of nowhere. Stoned, but not alone. How is your mouth? Because I know, didn't last time you had like half your grill? No, you had like all your teeth removed, didn't you? Right? Didn't you have all your teeth removed? You were toothless. Do you have tooths now? Did you get some tooth put back in? You feel good? So do you have all, is it all new now? Do you have everything new now? Oh, because you were crunching them in your ears. Oh. Oh, yeah, this morning. That was annoying. I'm definitely not better than anyone else. I mean, personally, I am better than all of them. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't think that way. I don't compare. Like people aren't a comparison kind of thing. Like I just don't think that way. I don't like go up to someone and like I don't think that way. We're all different, we're all unique, and we're all great in our own ways. It's like my video. So I had that video, which totally trolled them on basically, but so there was an old commercial when I was younger, and it was like, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. And it was like for shampoo, I think, wasn't it? Those of you who were born in the 70s, I think it was shampoo, but it was like, don't hate me because no, was it makeup? Was it Revlon? I forget. But there was a commercial and it was don't hate me because I'm beautiful. It was some care stuff or something. And then the tavern had awards and I got the don't hate me because I'm beautiful award. So I made a video and the video was me in the snow when I went to Tahoe. And it was me looking at everything around me and how beautiful it was. It was beautiful out there. There's all these trees that aren't there because there's, any sort of, there's no irrigation there. It's not man, putting these trees there and making them grow. Like it was beautiful. It was beautiful in its own right because it was. And the snow on everything, it was beautiful. So this video was all about finding the beauty, find the beauty in the ugly. The things that you conventionally think are the ugliest things are beautiful in their own way. And take a step back. Take a step back, look around you, get back from the drama and realize that the world is a beautiful place. And once you take a step back and realize how beautiful and wonderful the world is, stop letting your head get so bunged up with all these things and worries and stress and take a step back and just look at the beauty around you and realize how wonderful life is. Because sometimes we get wrapped up. And that's what the video, yes, yes, it was her from Weird Science. I thought it might be hair shampoo. So that was the point of the video. That was the point of the video. But the title was Don't Hate Me Because I'm Beautiful. And so there was one person, it was a made up account, it was a brand new account, but they trolled me because I put it out as a members video first. So the members saw it, but everyone else just saw the thumbnail for it. And this person was like, you always think about your looks and you always talk about your looks and you're so and I was like, wait till I release it for everybody because you are so wrong. I was like, you are just gonna feel so stupid because it had nothing to do with talking about me or like it's nothing. It was like the opposite of it. And it's like, and that's the thing. That was like kind of like everything in a nutshell. Pooh's music premieres are great. What's your next music premiere career? What's your next music premiere gonna be? Is it gonna be 80s again? Is it gonna be 80s? She brought up every group and or name of the people. Oh, who brought up people? Like specifically brought up people. Who are you talking about? Brought up people. Pooh does. If you don't know, Pooh does music premieres, and they're really, really good. I often don't chat. I just sit and listen, but they're really good. What's the next theme gonna be? They're really good. I need blow darts that penetrate my computer. Okay. What's it gonna be? 80s, 80s, 80s. Let's do 80s. Did he say what it's gonna be? Inspirational, uplifting. That's awesome. See, that's the thing. I don't know how people are so angry all the time. Like they're so angry all the time. I don't get it. It's like, do you like being this angry? Do you like fighting with people all the time? I can't imagine like getting up and just being so mad. Like I remember Purple in the beginning doing the game stuff. I really liked her. I thought the game thing was cool. And then I remember when the drama with Tabby started. And like I just remember back then the thing to say was living rent free in your head. And I just remember being like, oh my gosh, I really used to like this girl, but now she's just all this drama and trying to put it up on like 2 times speed. And it wasn't fast enough. And it was all like rent space in my head. And I was like, man, I miss the game night girl. Like, I miss the game night girl. Like, I wanted that back. And then it just went into drama. And it's like, And then it kind of started this snowball effect that now there's all this drama. It takes a lot to make me angry too. But when I get angry, it takes a lot to get me there. But when I'm there, no bueno. You don't want to be around me. Unseen. Oh, she did a live stream? Now, Unseen. I don't know why she talks like I swear to God. So this is if you're in my Discord, you know the joke. The joke is when she comes on panel, how long is it going to take before my name comes out of her mouth? How long is it going to take before you hear OG? Right? That's the joke in my Discord because it happens at some point. When's it going? Is going to be a minute, 5 minutes? So today it was all that apparently I've been telling her to do things. Now this is what I don't like. I don't like when people put stuff out there that can be misconstrued into something else. So, her going out and saying, OG keeps trying to make me do stuff. And then I saw someone in the chat, I forget who, was like, she makes you do stuff? What is she trying to make you do? Okay, I don't try to make her do stuff. What I do is I tell her, you need some boundaries. Why are you trying to investigate other people's business? And please leave me out of it because I don't want anything to do with your crap. Because I don't have any clue. You make no sense to me. Like, I don't get it. But like she said today, I really want to like her. I don't want you to like me. I don't want you to like me. I would rather you dislike me and stay away from me. Please. Just hate me. Just dislike me really badly. Okay? I'm a monster. Okay? Because like seriously, like I don't like someone coming out and saying, "Oh, is trying to make me do stuff," and other people being like, "Oh, what does she make you do? Oh, what is she having you do? Oh." And then like here's where the rumors start. Meanwhile, what I make her do is nothing. She emails me all the time with her crazy little ideas. This person did like I don't even understand what her video is about. Like, is it trying to say that Purple didn't accuse Frank of making a phone? I don't even understand what she's trying to do. And what is the point of it? What is the point of it? It's not her fight. It's not her business. Like, your business, not your business. Not your business. Don't be in there. Not a concentric circle with business and not your business. Not your business, business. Separate, stay away, right? Harper, the individual that will fake cry if you hear a doorbell ring in the background. Ay. That's another one that we have the joke of how long till the word OG comes out of the mouth? That's another annoying one. And you know what? I I don't know why. I'm over here doing my thing, okay? over here doing their thing. Like, why? Why do you need to randomly bring my name up? Like, and that's what it is. Both of them randomly bring my name up. Like, what was it the other night? Oh, I know what it was. Everybody was talking about trap call. Everybody's talking about trap call. And here comes Harper. Do you know who has trap call? And everyone's like, I forget who they said. And no, who talked about having trap call and recommended it on their live? OG. What was the point of that? What was the point of randomly bringing me up? And why? And how did you hear it since you don't listen to me or watch me? But it's that kind of crap. Like that is an out of nowhere bringing me up for absolutely no reason. And everybody just like moved on because it was like they were like that too. They were like, okay, well, she has nothing to do with this right now. So why are we talking about it? I mean, and it's like that all the time, just randomly out of nowhere. You don't need to bring me up. Don't bring me up. Like the whole thing that came out about hey Peaches, the whole thing that came out about oh, the whole like who gave my name out and stuff. How did that start? Oh, coming into my comment section and starting like stop out of the blue, bringing me up. I'm sorry that I have to respond, but if you do not bring me up, I will not respond. Like, all right, hold on. Peaches, how are you doing? I'm making sure everything is okay. First of all, because I see people talking. So hold on. Unseen, yeah, unseen. She still does talk about the jerk. Like she still brings you guys up, but she's moving off from the jerks. Thanks, guys. Can you get her back on you? She has no boundaries. You know what? I'm trying to be harsh and still not getting it. Like I flat out said, like leave me out of your God. It's annoying. I just want to make sure Peaches is okay. Peaches, are you okay? Because I know you're kind of caught in the middle here, like talking to both sides here. So I just want to make sure. Okay. Um, um, oh boy. All right. Ow. Hold on. All right. Just making sure everything's okay. Hey, you guys. Is everybody okay in there? Purple is trap call. Oh my gosh. Don't even start me with the trap calls. Yes, I call them fans. Okay, just making sure you guys are okay. Just making sure everybody's okay. Um, yeah, so Italian girl, are you okay? I'm just making sure okay. Wait. What's going on? What's going on? Who are you blocking? What's going on? Well, so what's going on? Like I'm kind of don't know what's going on. So what's going on? Wait, Sophie's mom, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's going on? Take a moment. Let's take a moment. I have no idea what's going on. So Sophie's mom, are you going because something happened or are you just going because you have to go? So give the chicky poo over here a clue. Oh, okay. Well, what's going on? I'm just making sure because I can't tell if you guys are joking or if like something's going down over there. Unseen. Okay, hold on. Heather, did you block Fluffy Nuts? I was talking about her blocking Unseen. You know, Unseen used to have everybody blocked. Unseen used to have everybody blocked. And now she doesn't. If someone has a lawyer watching YouTube, you know what? I don't think she actually had a lawyer watching YouTube, but that's the kind of crap that she says. Like, I guarantee, like today, I think she said 2 times she was going to call a lawyer. I guarantee that she did not call anybody. Anybody. Guarantee it. But that's what is said because it's like this little, I don't know. I guess it's supposed to scare me. I mean, I don't know. I think it was supposed to like the way the live ended was like she was going to call her lawyer because what did I say? Oh, I said something like I think I said let's go get a picture of you and let's go look at it. And maybe she forgot that she had taken a picture of me. And I don't know what happened to that picture. It was a picture of me in the snow. And it was like, I think the like light from the snow, like it was like this whole area of my face was like whited out. So it's like it looked like my eyebrows started. It was a weird picture, but I think maybe she forgot that she had taken my picture and gone through it. Because I said, "Let's take a picture of." I think I said it to you, Lenny. I was like, "Hey, Lenny, let's go take a picture of her and go through it." And then she was like, "I'm gonna call my lawyer." And I was like, "Oh dear Lord, you don't realize I said that because that's what you did to me." But see, that's the hypocrisy. That's the hypocrisy. You can't see Magpie's reply. Well, oh, Fluffy Nuts, you've been blocked, Fluffy Nuts. I've been good, Peaches. How have you been? I'm just making sure all's good. Just making sure all's good. Because that's what I'm about. Everything being all good. But that's the stupidity of it. That's the stupidity of it. Why a 60-year-old woman is, first of all, let's go to this. Why is a 60-year-old woman getting a cease and desist from a guy? Think about that one. Like, I can't imagine doing whatever. Oh, Heidi was calling a lawyer today. Because Jerry came up, and Jerry gave her a cease and desist, right? So she's not allowed to talk about anything, but she kept bringing up the cease and desist, and just bringing up the cease and desist is like, I think, breaking the cease and desist. I don't think she really hired a lawyer to watch YouTube, but it came because that would be really stupid. Can you imagine paying a lawyer like a couple $100 an hour to watch my live stream? I mean, seriously, like seriously. But the thing was, I had a live stream and it was about weaponizing disabilities. That's what it was about. But I think I put in the title something like no disabilities were harmed in the making of this video. And for some reason, she decided that video was about her. And in that video, she went, see, this is the stuff that pisses me off. She went around saying that I was showing her disability denial papers in that live, that's what that live was about, me showing her disability denials. And she went around saying that to everybody. And that stuff kind of makes me mad because that is a flat out lie. Because it had nothing to do with her, and it certainly wasn't showing any papers. But that's what she went around saying. And then she said something like her lawyer was watching it to see what I reveal. I don't know. I like my hair straight too, but I have to actually straighten it, and that takes work. And I don't really take time to do stuff with my hair. I'm kind of like a wash and just let it go kind of like person with my hair. And I have to, and that's a lot of hair to straighten. Well, you know what, Peaches? That's kind of what we're all talking about. You gotta just let it go. That's what we're talking about, how stupid all of this stuff is and how infantile it is. Which one? There are multiple. Did she say you had the oldest or newest ones? Fluffy Nuts, Harper, and FBI are buds, not. Oh, well, she's gone all through it. She talks about it all the time. She talked to him for a long time and blah, 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 blah. Wait, there are multiple what? Yeah, I have too much hair to like. I mean, this is a lot of hair to straighten. Like, look at that. That's a lot of hair to straighten. That's a lot of hair to straighten. Like, God, I gotta even comb it to like straighten it. But oh, she called the FBI full of bullshit. Well, what was she even calling the FBI about? Because what does her stuff have to do with anything? I don't even understand that. Like, nobody did anything to her. I don't understand what she would call the good. Well, let me know if you're doing lives again. Hey, Kim in Colorado, how are you? But that kind of, that pisses me off. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about today. The whole concept of saying half truths, like the whole Discord, that I'm in her Discord, saying I'm in the Discord, showing I joined, but then forgetting where I left. That's the stuff that pisses you off. The half truths, the hypocrisy, the saying part of it, but not the other part of it. Like unseen saying, I'm making her do stuff when I'm really just saying please, what I said to her was, if you're going to use my video, if you're going to show my video, don't make it look like crap. Because she had my video in hers. She streamed my video in her video, and it was all choppy, and you couldn't hear it. And it was because her internet is so crappy. I need to like have a brush and comb my hair. She has such a bad internet connection, you can't hear anything. It's like chopping up. And I was like, if you're going to use my video, at least make it look decent. Don't destroy it. Like, have the common decency. And I was like, at least put, my name in the description. Like, if you're going to use somebody's video, at least give it like common sense here, please. They said that you were in the Discord. I'm not even in it. I never have been. Well, I remember one time there was a link somewhere. I don't even know where the link was, but I clicked it. And then as soon as I clicked it, it was like, you're signed up for the Discord. And I was like, oh crap, I don't want to be in the Discord. And so I left. And then, then she kept saying, oh, geez, in my Discord. It's like, no, I'm not in your Discord. I did hear that Susan went, she did leave last night. I think she was saying she had heart issues, but she came on today and she said she was fine. So I think she's okay. I made a comment because someone said they had to, okay, good. Oh my gosh. I saw a username of someone using my name and it made me laugh because it made Katie. So is this a new, because you had some account issues or something? But that's what I started on, buddies, going back to buddies, all of us in buddies. That's a weird, quinky little dink. Kim, you were even in there. Gosh, that was weird. Weird times. Weird times. It's okay, Crow. Yeah, Grits, you're not even in my Discord. Jerk. I'm just kidding. She does not forget lies. Yeah, I just, I'm a very, believe it or not, I'm a very, well, you know what's funny though? So she shows proof that I joined, which I said from the beginning, I accidentally joined, but then I left, right? So, wait, yes, you did not show proof of you not being in. See, that's the thing. You can't prove a negative, but actually I did. So I said a long time ago, I accidentally joined and then I left. I said that a long time ago. And then after I said that, then she liked to say, oh, geez, even in here. Da, da, da. And it's like, I did go in there, but I left. So then, yesterday she's all like, see, oh, geez, even in here. And it's like, she just does that to like piss me off. So like, shows the join, but even someone in the chat said like that I wasn't in there. And it was funny because she made this big deal of being like, oh, geez, even here. And then someone said, I just looked and she's not in here anymore. She must have left. Now, did she like make a big deal to correct the wrongness? That was not a good word. No, she just ignored it. Like never said, "Oh, hey everybody, what I just said a few minutes ago and made a really big deal about OG being in my Discord." Well, she's really not. She must have left. But anyway, I did. I made a community post because I was like, I don't want anyone thinking I'm in there. And because someone told me, they're like, if you were in there, you would see it on the left. And I was like, I don't. And then they're like, and then she had a screenshot where it had all the names. And I was like, I'm not in, I would be in there because it was alphabetical. So I've made a community post just being like, I'm not in there because I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be known as being in there. I just don't. Like, I hate that. Yes, you're in my Discord, Heather, and you rarely come, you little wiener schnitzy. Where is Roxy? Yeah, she said someone told her. They're saying she's in the Discord. Oh, Heidi was all bunged up that I was in the Discord, like all worried. No, Susan's okay. She did like say something that she was okay. Was Heidi all bunged up that she thought I was in the Discord? That's pretty funny if she was. That's the point I was showing, but you're not. Yeah, I'm not in there. Like I wouldn't want to be in there because like why would I want to be in there? I don't like be in there with a bunch of people that don't like me and I don't like. Why would you want to do that? Like that just doesn't seem very much fun. But that just goes to the whole point of the issue, which is saying half truths, intentionally saying half truths. Like that's even worse saying than, she never edits. Oh, she did accuse Six Up of being. So does anyone have any ideas who Purple Tavern is? I have no idea who they would be. I like the Discord too. It is very chill. My Discord is very, very chill. It's very relaxing. It's very relaxing. You know what we haven't done? We haven't like talked in the food part of the Discord for a while. We haven't talked in the food part. I remember we had all the icky food in the food part. I remember that big fight with Six Up on there because that's when I was friends with Six Up, and I remember coming over with Six Up on that side of it. I hope your kids are doing good because I know they both just started school, so I hope they're doing good in there. You know, no one's been accused of being poo lately, actually. No one's been accused of being poo. I think who was the last? I don't remember who the last person was accused of being poo, but no one's been accused of being poo. Oh, are you trying to get your for driving permit? What kind of permit? Do 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 do. I'm listening to music over here. What kind of permit? Like driver's learner's permit? I hate StreamYard. It's so slow. See, I'm still sitting here for a text. Do 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 do. Is it a learner's permit? Is it a driving permit? So many time in chat. Is it a driving permit? It is? Oh my gosh. May I join your Discord for aren't you in my well, no, you and I are direct messaging, but you can be in my Discord. Of course. Anybody can be in my Discord. The entryway is you have to be invited, but it's like, anybody can be there. It's a fun little Discord. Chris just came there and she realizes the silliness of how her ill thinking from prior. Well, have fun with your kids. 2 kids in school now. Oh my gosh. Right now it's going around that it's my husband, but it's not. You know what? They've been saying that TFA was no, he was exhibit A. No, you guys are exhibit A, right? But you guys were poo for a while. But you've always been exhibit A. That they've always said you were exhibit A. But now you're poo again. So, Chris, has she responded to you outing that she had Frank's number? They're being good, so I've had to leave. Tony's a Purple Tavern? Tony can't make videos like that. I mean, no offense to Tony, but Tony doesn't have like I couldn't make videos like I don't know how to use that software either. I think I slept with you last night. Chris, don't tell anybody. Chris did fall asleep in Discord with me. I didn't know you were sleeping. You didn't snore. But see, it's like it was still early for me because I'm 3 hours earlier. So it was still like 10 o'clock for me, even though it was late for you. But yes, Chris and I fell asleep in the Discord. Well, I didn't fall asleep, but she fell asleep with me. Hey Jill, how are you? Nope, she still lied about it. But you know what? At the end of the day, you don't need the street address to call in a wellness check. At the end of the day, you don't. The police will find you. If you say, I need to do a wellness check on Doobie Doo Beanie Head, and you're calling that city's police and you say, this is the name and this is the phone number, even, they'll find you. They'll find you. I'm guessing Purple Tavern are British. Oh, maybe. You know what? We figured out, I remember when we figured out that what was the one that was mine? Was it the Bad Brows or somebody? I think Pooh is someone perps pissed off. Oh yeah, well Pooh definitely does not like perps, but I don't want to know. At the end of the day, I don't want to know who Pooh is. I like not knowing. Like it's kind of like Dickerson, Dillard. Kind of like Dillard. Like I don't want to know. But I remember we figured out the one clip channel of mine, the Bad Brows that was the one that did the clips, but they used all British words. Like I forget what was one of them. Like I don't know, but they used British words. So we figured out pretty quickly that it was probably like Hopi's daughter or whatever. Queen Frank does not like all of us in the Discord for some reason. Well, Frank, like, sorry, you're the last one in, so you're gonna either need to like it or not. What do you want? You want me to make a special room for you with only people that you like? Do you need a special room? I can make you a special room, Frank. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to know. I kind of don't want to know. I like not knowing. Hey, New Jersey Robin. I think she was calling Jerry's lawyer. Why would she call Jerry's lawyer? What to say? Like I talked about the cease and desist and broke the cease and desist, basically. Like just talking about. You can be out when I get done with this. I'll give you the link to the Discord. Um, I need to make sleepy rooms for Discord live chat. Oh, well, you know what? I need to figure out how to do the sound. I don't know why I couldn't do the sound. Like, I did it before. I know I did one of those before. And like, you know what? When someone said I was poo, I was really like, I was like, thank you. That was a compliment. Because at the time, I'm getting better. I still couldn't do what poo does in the short time period. Like the editing that poo does in that short time period, like I could do it, but it would take me a much longer time frame. Like, because Pooh will be like, he'll see something and be like, da, 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 and then it's up. And me, it would take me like a whole day. And I do call Pooh a he. I don't know why, but poop is masculine in my world. I don't know why, but for some reason, poop is masculine. I don't know why. We have a room with Frank. He's not allowed at the snack table. I know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who Pooh is. I like not knowing who Pooh is. Sometimes you have to have, you have to have little whatever you call it, unknowns in life. Yes, I can email it to you. Are you? No, we're not direct messaging. Frank, I'll direct message it to you. No, Looney doesn't have. I'll direct message it to you, and then I'll email you Peaches. There you go. I got that. Fluffy nuts. I'm always friendly towards you. We love fluffy nuts. We love fluffy nuts. But it's so, I'm not even gonna go with it. You know what, Frank, you know what? Frank has always been a gentleman here. I mean, I don't like I have never had a moment where like Frank has been crazy with me. I have never seen Frank be that way around me. He just never has. I mean, and I don't want that to ever change, but I mean, like Frank, you've always been like really cool and chill, like when you're like hanging out with us. Which, I'm not saying like, let pat ourselves on the back. I'm just saying like, I think, we all get along and have a good time and like, let me not tell you anything your message. Okay. Well, J. Marie, you do know your husband is poo. Come on. Duh. Hey, Dixie Normus. Yeah, Frank. I mean, I have never seen Frank be anything but like totally cool. So, I mean, well, everyone, but I haven't really even seen Frank have like, I've seen Frank do that other places, but I've never seen Frank do that over here. And we love our fluffy nuts. I mean, the other thing too is I don't try, like, none of us try and press Frank's buttons. Like, everybody can press people's buttons and like I think they're button pressers and none of us presses buttons. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be some live talking about all this later, blah, 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 and like but I mean, I'm sorry. Like I think that they know how to press his buttons and I think that they do. And I think that's pretty crappy. Like if you know someone is sensitive about a certain subject, you don't poke at them on that subject. You just don't. That's just not what you do. And that's what I see all the time. Just poking buttons, poking buttons. And did you notice that when the block list was shown today, there wasn't a single Fluffy Nuts account in there? Not a single one. Wasn't that crazy? I thought there were hundreds of them in there. Hundreds. Did anyone see a single one? I didn't. I didn't. Not one. But Monica was. Monica, you were. I wasn't, though. I was surprised. I wasn't blocked. I was amazed. You know how many people are in my block list? I don't have a single person in my block list. Not a single one. Hey, okay, I can't pronounce it. Mysterious guy. Mystery sky. Mystery sky, right? Was that right? I think I got it. Can't pronounce that. I don't know why I can't pronounce it because I overthink it. When you overthink something, you can't do it. Yeah, I mean, Frank is like anybody else. If you push his buttons, he will, and Frank he can quick to temper if you push his buttons and Yeah, I don't know why you blocked Monica, but I saw you right then and there. Well, because your face is twisted, so you were easy to see. You like stood out because your face was twisted. Yeah, I did see one of your accounts, one, but that was it. But I thought there were hundreds in there, hundreds, so many. And every time you come in, they just keep getting blocked. Block, 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 block. Annie, I I commented one time and I said, and I got blocked. And I thought I'd been blocked since then, but I made one comment and it was, don't block my poo. I got blocked for that. Don't block my poo. And I got blocked for that. But you know who blocked me? It wasn't purple. I was told I was blocked. I was blocked. I don't know how I got unblocked, but no, I did get unblocked because that one time I came in, I went in that one time because Heidi was saying that I had her disability denial papers, and I was like, "No, I don't." And she's like, "Yes, you do." And I was like, "No, I don't. I don't care." And she thinks people care a lot more than they do, and I don't know why. Well, she said, didn't she say she had like 500 people in there or something? I don't know. I have no idea. Yes. Well, yes. The unblocking it's kind of like, I don't have anything. Let's unblock everybody and please come up. I remember one time I made fun of Ziggy because she was like, everybody come up and tell me about myself. I used to hate that when people come up and tell me about myself. It's like I want everyone to come up and be really rude and mean to me and be an ass to me for content. That makes no sense. Like in a million years, I would never be like, let's have people come up and just be rude and mean to me. That would be really fun. Like that makes no sense at all. Oh no, we have serious questions. What's a serious question? Is she still here? Fluffy Nuts has a serious question. What's your serious question? Yes, baby, she's got it. Bye, J. Marie. Who's calling me? My phone is like going off like crazy. Mysterious Sky. Are you still here? Frank has a question for you. Bye, J. Marie. No, the block list. Well, you know what? If if you really wanted to block Frank, you would block him by his IP address. So the whole thing of like, oh, we just block him and we don't want him to come. You obviously want him to come because if you didn't want him to come, you'd block by IP address. So that's a lie. That is a lie. OG has thought and she has decided that is a lie. Kumquat Shelly, you are one of the cool kids. Kumquat Shelly, how are you feeling? Just trying to see like who's calling me. How are you feeling lately? Because I thought you were in here earlier, but then I said hi, but you weren't in here. Fluffy Nuts, what was your question? Is she still here? What's your question? See, now I'm all like nosy. What's your question? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Fluffy Nuts, you're one of the cool kids. Are you at the cool kids table? Are we at the cool kids table? Well, isn't that our whole thing? We're like the cool kids. We're like, we think we're so much better than everybody. Don't we? So much better. Fluffy Nuts, ask your question. I'm trying to look at my big bobcat in here. Oh, my back hurts. Oh my God, did you hear that? That was a huge back crack. I really want to know why my little thing isn't working here. Are you all up on purple? What is the reason behind you being here? Oh boy, Frank's asking serious questions now. All right, we're gonna have to spill the tea. Frank's asking serious questions. Well, you know what I don't like? I don't know why Mrs. T talks about me because I don't even know who the heck she is. But I see her talking a lot of crap. You know what? I really hate. Does he fit in the wall? No, bobcats don't fit in walls. Bobcats are really big, and a bobcat would never go in a wall. Just saying. Um, you know what I really don't like? I really don't like when people who don't know you just talk crap about you. Like I find that the weirdest thing in my life. I can't imagine like I mean, let me pick someone I don't know. I mean, I don't even know because I don't know them. But I just like I don't understand. If you don't know me, why are you talking about me? I mean, why? It's like it makes no sense to me. Like I can't imagine. I don't know. I'm gonna try and pick out a name that I like don't hear. Carol. There's a Carol in Purple's chat. I've seen the name Carol. Don't know who they are. Don't know anything about them. I just know I've seen the name. Imagine me just sitting here ripping on this person. Like why would I don't know anything about her. Why would I do that? Like I don't understand. I don't understand the comment of people who know nothing about someone else, just like trying to like does they think that makes them cool? Like I can trash talk about someone I know nothing about. Like that just makes no sense to me. Oh my God, parody time. Can we have a truth or lie with a meter and all the winners? What do you mean? What, like with a meter? I don't think she has to figure everything out. Are you talking about unseen? Trying to figure everything out? Oh, and you know what it could be? It could be a possum too. Possums get stuck as well. Possums get stuck a lot. What do you mean, like with a meter? Wait, I agree also. You guys are agreeing. I don't know what you're talking about. Pick me, pick me. What are you talking about? You totally lost me. Are you talking, Robin? Are you talking about unseen? Parody time. Can we have a truth or lie with a meter and all with winners? Okay, I'm having a blonde moment. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like really feeling blonde right now. Like, oh my God, fluffy nuts. They're here for info, but I'm sure that they're all watching. You know they all are. I mean, come on, come on. Like, I might be blonde, but as much as when somebody says and says it a lot over and over again, they're lying. Like to sit there and like, I swear to God, every time somebody mentioned, I don't watch her. I don't watch her. Like nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Why are you saying it? Like nobody cares. Like nobody cares. Like that's the whole thing. Like methinks thou doth protest too much. When nobody asked you a question, what was it that somebody, oh, I remember when Frank, let's get a special room. Oh my God, are you guys getting a room together? I remember what it was. I don't even know who it is. I'm like, I just remember seeing that name, and it would be like me trash talking her because I know nothing about her. It'd be like, just be like, oh, that Kara, blah, blah, blah. I don't know her. Why would I talk about her? And that's the thing. Like, I don't know this Mrs. T, but she seems to know a lot about me and yapping her flap about me. I don't know who she is. The last one I saw, she said I was scum of the earth. Oh my gosh. Why am I scum of the earth? Scum of the earth. It's like, ooh, kind of exciting. Maybe I'll like form into a new creature. Maybe evolution will take part. I don't know. But Mrs. T likes to talk about me. I don't know why. Don't know anything about her. They are. They're getting a room together. But she likes to talk about who else? That Anne used to like to talk about me, but Pixie Truther is a new one. She's a fan. That's what I call them now. They're fans. These people who don't know anything about you, don't know anything about you, but yet they really like to talk about you. It's like, why would you do that? Well, you got some. Hey, Mad Feathers. But I think it's weird. I think it's really weird. So anyway, Mystery Sky, I think I pronounced it right. Maybe Mrs. T can figure out why she talks about me because I don't know her and she doesn't know me, and everything she says is untrue. So it's kind of annoying. Just saying. They totally watch and make it so obvious by saying they don't watch. That's what I'm saying. When you like, I don't watch. I don't know. I don't watch NBC News. Mr. Smith, the newscaster. I don't watch him. So I'm not going to talk about him. You know what? I don't care about my little toe. So I don't talk about it. How often do you hear me talking about my little toe? You don't, because I don't care about it. How often do you hear me talking about watching Channel 11, Mr. Smith? You don't, because I don't watch him. It's like, if you have to say it, methinks thou doth protest too much. If you have to say it, I mean, I do that. Well, that's me. Like, I don't, sometimes I do, but I usually only watch when someone says you need to go watch because they're talking about you, which, truth be told, that means I pretty much watch all the time. But Haha, that was a little joke. But I mean, I don't watch that often, but I do watch, and I would never sit here and be like, "Oh, I never watch them." You know, for a long time I didn't. But check my DMs. Okay. Oh God, I can't. My other monitor isn't working. All right, I'll try and do it here. Well, I'll do it here. Um, but for a long time I didn't. Like I didn't watch for a long time because everybody stopped talking about me over there. But then I started getting talked about again. So then I started watching again. Um, hold on one sec. Wait, wait. Oh shoot, I kicked the wrong number. Hold on one sec. All right. Hold on, I can't spell. See, I don't like typing. I usually do text to talks, but that would kind of evade the purpose of the wrong word. Um, okay. All right, message you back. All right. Chris in the other group just fell asleep. She did. She fell asleep. So yes. So but I need to figure out how. Like I couldn't get the sound going. Like I don't understand why. Like I've done it before and it worked just fine. So I don't understand why I couldn't have the sound going. I had and why is it that hard? It shouldn't be that hard in the first place. Why was it that hard? Like, and what did you guys do? Like, did you guys do something like it just came for you? Like it just worked for you? I don't understand. Don't understand why mine didn't work. But did you notice I always have some sort of technical difficulty? Always. There's always a technical difficulty every time. Is she still in here? Uh, oh, wait, hold on. I don't know. All right. Well, I mean, honestly, I've never seen Mystery Sky say anything specifically bad about me. And I'm not going to be one of those like me yet, whatever. But I've never, we've never had a problem with each other. But I do know that Miss T is always hanging around. I don't know why she's the only one. She's the only one flapping her trap. I don't really get it. I don't. She's just bringing up old shit. She's like freaking plunger over there, just bringing up old shit and talking about it. I don't really get it. Talking about crap that's not true. This whole like medication thing or whatever, which is completely not true. Not what I said at all. If you actually read what I wrote, not what I said at all. So not sure why it's being talked about. And especially, here's kind of what we're talking about today. Saying things as fact that are not true. Saying things as fact that are not true. Saying I have done certain things that I have not, and saying them adamantly as if they're true. That is not cool. That is not cool. And that is why adults usually don't do that. That's like when I first came here, it was like a really big wake up call how many non-adults are sitting in adult bodies on YouTube. It's crazy. Like I've never seen adults talk like that, act like that, think like that. None of it. It's insane. Since when did you have adults? Yeah, she does. She's got this whole thing of some bull crap that is not true, that everybody knows isn't true, but she's still yapping it as if it is. She like, and she's another like unseen and Harper out of the blue, just saying it. Like someone's like, "How's the weather?" And she's like, "Oh gee, da-da-da-da." It's like, it's like unseen out of nowhere, like Harper out of nowhere, out of nowhere. And that's what we do. So, they're working. So hey, you two, here's what we do. When you guys come on panel, we say, okay, how long till we're gonna make it a drinking game. Like every time you say OG, we're gonna drink. I sent a DM on that. Oh, okay. Should I read it now or should I wait? I can read it now if you want. Let me know if I should read it now. But that's what we do, you two. We sit there and we watch and we say, okay, how long till you say my name? Because inevitably it's just random OG. It's like, I don't know why. I don't know why either you gotta say my name there. And then Harpo is always like, I don't know why. No, stop talking about me. It's always just. I won't respond. I'm sorry that I responded to meaningless crap that you brought up, but stop bringing it up, and I will stop responding to it. She drives me crazy when she. Who are you? Where is SoCal? Oh, she's doing mom stuff. Okay, is she okay? Because I haven't seen her for a while. All right, I'm gonna look at your little idea here. Oh my God, good song on. Game of Truth or Lie. Oh, so who decides if it's truth or lie though? Who makes the thingy go? That really taken out of context probably didn't sound very good. The jerks, the jerks, the jerks. What about the jerks, the jerks, the jerks? What do the jerks, the jerks, the jerks have to do to go with? But Lenny, who makes the thing go? And who knows if it's a truth or a lie? Who knows that too? Hey, buddy. This voice is getting so deep. Wait, Fluffy Nuts, did you lose power? Chris, I would kick her butt if she wasn't. I didn't get an invite. What are you getting invites to? Yeah? Okay, well, he just went to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll tell him when he gets back. Oh, the audience decides? So what would it be? Like, Unseen has to mention us and you. Yeah, like she's all like, what did she say today? She said something today and said the jerks, and it was like out of nowhere. And it made no sense. Like in the context of what she was saying the jerks made no, like it was just random, like the jerks. Or no, somebody was asking her a question. And it was kind of like, I don't know. It was just one of those weird things where it was like, well, the tavern is behind everything. The tavern is behind everything. Tavern is behind everything. But, the tavern gets mentioned like YouTube wide, like everything's the tavern's fault, like YouTube, like all around YouTube. I just get mentioned by two people. It's just random. Like this is these two people who just, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny. Like we seriously do. Like we were all hanging out together last night, and it's like, okay, how long till, we all guess like 3 seconds, a minute, whatever. Like how long until someone says OG, and inevitably, like it's so stupid too. Oh, that's what it was. She hadn't seen, yes, that's what it was. She hadn't seen the Jerks and Tonys for a while. Just totally random. And like, and Unseen, please stop using my content for videos unless you're going to make it clear and understandable. If you're going to make a video that is like no one can even understand the words that are being said, please don't do that because it makes my stuff look like crap. I'm not going to strike you because that's just stupid. Not going to do that. I would never strike someone because it's just stupid. But please don't, like, it just looks like crap. I mean, you can't hear every other word. I mean, it's just horrible. And what are you making content on other people's issues anyway? I don't even understand it. I don't understand it. You know what? I think she wants. You can change your name back, can't you, Dixie Normus? Like you can change your name back now, can't you? You like your name though now, right? Purple had Frank's address prior to Truth or Lie. Yes. Okay, so Lenny's starting her thing. So here's the question. Purple had Frank's address prior, truth or lie. And then you guys vote. So you know what? I can make a poll, can't I? Can I make a poll? Wait, I can make a poll. But I can't do it in StreamYard, right? Hold on. But I can do it here. Hold on. I can make a poll. Hey, buddy, will you go outside with your brother and like go play? Hold on. I'm going to make a poll. I can make a poll. Hold on. Okay, there's that. Will you go outside with your brother and hang out for a little bit, please? Okay. No. Yes, please. All right, hold on. I want to do a poll. Where do I do a poll? Where do I do a pull and shove it up your butt? No, just kidding. All right. Hey, Katie. Well, what are you talking about that you need to be careful? I wanted to do a pull so we can do a meter as a parody. Well, you get when you do PayPal, you get like that's how she got Kate. What's up? Okay, I'm on a live stream. How are you? Keep doing your live. Okay. How you doing? Oh my God. On a trampoline. Yeah, they're gonna go jump on a trampoline. Oh my gosh. What a doof. Now I feel like a doof. People are coming over and I'm like, hi, I'm on the camera. Well, yeah. Why do you have to be careful what you say? But yes, you get your address from PayPal. Like that's how you, hey, Top G Network. That's how you get like, that's how she got Katie's number. I was gonna do a poll, but I can't find where to do a poll. Gosh darn it. Dag nabbit, diddly doo dot. Oh wait, maybe it's down here. Hold on. Engage with your audience. I think it's, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do a poll. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. All right. So WC is the well check. So did she have Fluffy Nut's address? So then you can vote, right? So I just made a poll. That was my first poll. Well, Chris trapped her in saying it anyway. That's funny. I live with a tweaker sister and I still can't understand her. That's funny. All right, so I have no idea what the result of the poll is going to be. We'll let it go for another minute. But Dixie Normus, you can change your name now, can't you? Can't you? I think you can. But you like it, don't you? You like it. I know you do. All right, so now, so is everyone done? Can I end the poll? I'm going to end the poll in a minute. Okay, ready? Let's end the poll. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh. There's only 27 votes. I did it too soon. Not very many people. You guys didn't get a chance to vote. All right, what's another poll that I can do? We'll do another poll. I like Dixie Norris. I think it's pretty funny. Okay, so how do I get rid of it? Doesn't let me get rid of it. Let's think of another poll. I'm trying to think of an idea. Someone in Discord, give me an idea. I think I'm getting it. Hold on. Hold on one sec. Can you guys hear my music? Wang Chung is on right now. What's an idea for my next question? I need another question. You got an Amber Alert. From where? What state is your Amber Alert? You don't hear music? Okay. What state are you in that you got an Amber Alert? If you don't mind saying, you don't have to if you don't want to. Wheaties or Frosted Flakes? No, I'm not going to ask that. I want a good question. What's a good question? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, hold on. This is a good one. Hold on. Can you just one? There's a good one. There's a good one. Let's see what you have to say about that. Can you vote? Because I don't see. Does it work? Oh, there you go. There you're voting. All right, we'll let it go. This should be a good one. Well, we all know the. Oh, I have a good one. I have a good one. All right, I have a good one after this. I have a really good one after this. I have a good one. Is Fluffy Nut's wife in here? Fluffy Nut's wifey, you better be good, girl, 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 girl. I have a good one after this. Oh, this might be a little. Yes, Lenny, you're thinking my thoughts. You're thinking my thoughts. You're thinking my way, girl, girl, girl. Oh, Fluffy Nuff adores his wife. Oh, so nice. That was a bitchy look, huh? Okay, so let's stop the poll. Let's see here. And pull. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, oh. Oh, okay. Another idea now. Hold on. These are kind of fun. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I didn't want a Q&A. Hold on. I didn't want a Q&A. Hold on. Okay. I didn't want a Q&A. Hold on. That was wrong. Hold on. I want to do a poll. Poll. There we go. All right, there we go. Sorry, my camera is shaking. It's not my camera, it's my whole laptop, actually. All right, there's a good one here. Stop. There we go. We'll see what you think about this one. Although I have an idea. Texas Amber Alert. Oh, Fluffy Nuts, did you get an Amber Alert? All I want to do is fluff my husband's nuts. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Funny, do people realize more? Funny, do people realize more than won the tower? No, they don't. Through my life. See, all I listen to is 80s music. I'm still back in the 80s. Unsure. I should have added one for unsure, huh? I should have added one for unsure. All right. Dun, dun, dun. It's so funny. Like, only half the people vote. It's funny. Every time only half the people vote. Well, I don't know. I guess you guys all know. Okay. Did anyone notice Hey Ho has been saying hello? No, I didn't. Does anyone really care? Here we go. Why am I thing shaking? Yes, hold on, Fluffy Nuts. I have to go back to StreamYard. So after this, I will, because I have to do that in StreamYard. And now I'm just, because my other monitor, I don't, maybe while you're up, I'll quickly check this out while you're looking for a second. So, all right. Oh, I didn't finish it. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we'll do this and then I'll go back in StreamYard. There we go. Because you have to care about someone some amount to dislike someone, right? Like, I always say, like, I don't hate anybody because I don't I don't care enough to, I just don't. I'm gonna have to listen next time. Who did it better, Heidi or Shorty? Well, I think we all will know the answer to that. That's an easy one. Hate equals death to me. Yeah, hate is another one of those emotions that it's just a wasted, dumb emotion. It does no good for anybody. It's like guilt. All those emotions are dumb. All right, let's see. Dun dun da. See? Very few people actually, and the people who do probably have a personal, interest in it. Okay, so let me hold on there, wifey. Hold on, I had to get back to StreamYard. Okay, here you go. Speed. Okay. First. All right, there you go. If you come up, I'm gonna try and check why my other monitor isn't working while you're yapping. Yapping. There are certain emotions that are just, and they don't do anybody any good. They just make you unhappy. They bring you down, and guilt, jealousy, hatred. Like, what do they do? What, like, guilt? That's a wasted. If you feel badly, just go make it right. All right, fluffy nuts. I'm just letting you up, so don't porn bomb me.
No, I never
What's
would.
up, fluffy nut?
I would never do that.
I know, but
No, but
you might not be.
yes.
That's true.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
While you're
that
here, I'm gonna try and fix my thingy.
okay.
So I'm gonna do this so I don't shake everywhere, but I'm gonna talk while I try and fix my thing here. How are you, fluffy nuts?
I'm doing well. That
Good.
last question, that last question though brought up a dilemma because um, hate is a strong word, but um, oh man, I did not know how to answer that question because
It is a tough one.
no, it really was. I was trying to think of my answer, and no, I do not. I guess the only answer I came to is no, but I do dislike them very much.
Well, I think you have more of a personal reason. Oh, that's on now. Maybe that'll work now. You have more of a personal reason for any sort of dislike. You know what I mean? You've been
Yeah,
more personally
yes,
harmed.
yes, yeah. But I really wanted to hit yes, but then I thought about it. Do I really hate them? Like, am I going to go out of my way to actually go to that? No, I'm not going to do any of that. So the true meaning of hatred is pure hate, the pure hatred. The if you look up the definition, I know you know it. It's like seething in your soul, and I don't. That is why
It
it was
makes
so hard.
you it when you we'll look it up. Hold on, let me put it. I didn't get my other thing to work, but I believe the true definition is like you can't see anything through your hatred. You
Yeah,
know, it makes you up.
it is, and I had to answer honestly. It's not like that for me, but it is. I do dislike them. There, I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, hate is intense hostility. So when I think of hate, I think of something that's more like all the time. It's not like a like I would say I dislike. Like I don't care enough to even strongly dislike, but you probably strongly dislike because hate is when it's like consumes you. When I think of hate, I think of like all consuming. Like you wake up and
Yes,
you hate that person. It's like love,
yes.
but the opposite. Like when you love, you're like, love, it's all around you all the time. Like hate's kind of the same but opposite, I think.
It is. It really is. And I cannot say that I hate them because I do not. I do not hate them. It's just I
Dislike.
dislike them. I dislike them. Yes, as I stated,
Strongly.
I dislike them. Well, yes, very strongly. But I do
Well, I
not
can
hate.
understand that. I totally understand that because
And,
you've
and it
been
was
hurt.
yeah, and it was very cool that you brought that question up on your poll because I started thinking about it, and I was sitting here and thinking, do I really hate them? No, I don't hate them. I do not think like, oh, I wish they would fucking die. No,
Yeah, exactly.
no ill intentions. What I do not like though is the shit that they have claimed that I have done. And that does anger me. Just just a little bit.
My take is, I think the reason why I can't get this other monitor to work, darn it. I think the reason why, and I think this is why you go up there, is because you want them to just say, you didn't do anything. Like when someone says you did something that you didn't, it's like you just want them to say that's wrong. And I think you have a strong dislike because of untruths that have been said, and you really want the truth to be told. And that's very
Yes,
frustrating when someone won't do
exactly,
that.
Queen OG. Wouldn't you, if somebody is saying something about you,
That's heinous.
for example, it, I'll use me as an example, and I will say that I said something about you, but I have not. If I started saying, well, you know what, Queen OG called my brother and said she was going to cut his throat and drop him. That's what Purple is accusing me of.
It's
And it's
heinous.
bullshit. It's fucking
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. And I know most people will think, well, just disregard it. Just disregard it. No,
It's
that.
hard when it's that big of a thing. I totally get it. I'm going to do another poll, but keep
All right.
talking while I do that. But I
Okay.
totally understand it. Like when it's like certain things, like I don't respond to much, but there are certain things I do respond to, and they're those big things like that just have to be can't be put out there. You have to kind of write some certain things. You know,
Well, yes, I usually do disregard shit. You've kind of, you know me. You have known me for a while. Well,
yep,
a little bit. And I usually do disregard shit. But when somebody is accusing me and lying and saying I threatened a child, no, no.
that's big. That's a big thing. Okay, I made another poll.
Okay, let me mute. I want to check it out.
Now I can't see because now I'm not on StreamYard, but I think I know what this is gonna be. And and this will also tell us who's in here that we'll see who else is in here besides our side by seeing this. I have a feeling. But I mean, if someone said something like that, it's something that is so heinous that you just don't want it out there. And I would totally be the same way. It's like when people talk about, certain things about me. It's like you just have to get that out of there.
Well, here's something I need to tell you.
Okay, so
It's not,
now we know how many people are in here who are not on our side. Those are the people who said yes, right? Because I think all of us know. Ah,
yes, indeed.
right?
Yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah, we do.
Yep. So hello to all of you. But I think anyone
Hello,
who really knows
fuckers.
you knows the
Hello,
truth.
fuckers.
Yep. We know you're
Believe
here.
you brainwashed. Mm.
Oh, bubblegum didn't get to see. But I did that because I know that all of us know, and then we'll also be able to tell how many the other side is here because they're going to say that. But I mean, what I would say to you is, and this is why like some people like just say don't respond to anything is the reality is of the people who think that you did something, it's like this tiny little subsect minority. You know what I mean? It's like probably like literally a handful of people. Like like you know what I mean? Like
Yes, I do
99%
know
of us
exactly.
know the
I know
truth.
exactly what you mean. But
But
see,
that
when some
1% is annoying, that 1% gets to you, you
well,
know?
yes, of course, because they are saying they're claiming that I am threatening that no,
Yeah,
never
it's
in
horrible.
my entire life would I fucking do that.
I can't I can't even imagine. I mean, I can't I mean, yeah, sometimes like you get mad and your buttons get pushed and you say stuff. I mean, we all can get
Yes.
pushed
Hey,
but
I will
there's a big difference between as an adult getting your buttons pushed and saying something to another adult and having anything to do with the child. Like it's a huge difference. Huge.
yes,
So
it is an enormous difference. See, I will say this.
you're good.
I did say I will cut Harper's throat. I did. Okay. But see, I'm not going to admit to this. I would never threaten a child. Not ever. It's
Well,
like fuck.
if you think about it, I mean, are you really gonna go and travel? You know what I mean? Like when like you
Yeah,
saying
to
that,
Harper's fucking house. Yeah,
like
it's
come on.
fucking dumb, but
Come on. Yeah, exactly. Like, are you really going to take the time and go there? Like, anybody threatening anybody, it's like, is that person really going to go and travel to, it's like, come on. Like, you got to realize that it's not a viable threat, I
and
guess.
also people need to understand this. Um, I'm trying to better myself, but besides that, people need to understand that Harper fucking was calling me and she didn't even have my number.
That's true. I mean,
There's a
I'm going
lot
to say, I don't think that is a good thing to say. It's definitely not a good thing to say, but
mm,
in the
mm,
context of the
well, I just
situation,
said it, so fuck it.
I know, but I'm saying in the context of what was going on, I get it. You know what I mean?
And she came up as private and I answered it. Well, I've told this story. I didn't even know who
I'm
the
sure
fuck
there are
it
people who
was.
didn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think
So
there's go
you
ahead.
you're thinking I should not even speak of it, right?
No, no, not at all. I was going to say there's probably people who don't know the story, so if you want to say it, go ahead. You tell your truth.
Right.
You're fine. You tell like you are totally fine to tell your truth and you know what I mean? Like you go say you do you. I'm fine with that.
Well, okay. She released my fucking number and I've been harassed. I'm not going to change my number though. I just block everybody that I don't know, that I do not know. But she released my fucking number. It was everybody has heard the goddamn story.
Yeah.
It was Hobie,
Well,
me. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, Lenny brought up a good point that Karen said she was gonna put buddies in a blender and chop it up. So what's the difference?
Yeah, and also Purple stated at one point that she wanted to go to Buddy's house, slit his throat, or not slit his throat, cut his head off and piss in his esophagus, but she was not that smart. She said up his throat or something like that. Go look that up, people. Go look
Yeah.
that up.
And I think we all know nobody's like, none of you are really going to do that. Is Karen really going to do that? No. Are you going to,
Of
like,
course
you know,
not. None of
I think
no.
we're smart enough to realize none of you guys who've said things like that are going to actually do it. But that's the whole thing. Like, people, oh, well, Frank might really do that. But no one was out there like Karen would really do that. Like, no one thought that was just, you know, like,
No,
that's the whole
but
thing with the
here's
sides.
here's the problem, Queen OG. Everybody else gets a pass because oh no, they're not crazy. Only Frank is crazy. He's the only one that might do it. Yeah, you
Right.
know what? Maybe.
Well, that's what
No.
I said. No one was like, "Oh gosh, Karen might actually put his in a blender." You know, like no
Yeah,
one was like,
yeah,
"Oh gosh."
it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, and like I said, are you really gonna try? Like, no. Like we all know, none of you are gonna
I'm
do that.
not.
But
I'm
that gets
not.
looked at under a
I'm not
microscope
going.
so that someone can be all like, "Oh my gosh, oh no." Jersey Cat just said that her son always asks where you are. That's cute.
Oh, me, Frank, me.
Yeah,
That's cool.
she said her son always asks where you are. Yeah, exactly. Eliza said she said that, but smart people realize not like I never in a million years when I heard that thought, oh gosh, Frank might do that. Oh gosh, Karen might do that. Never in a million years would like it's like, yeah, y'all said that. It's kind of a crazy thing to say, but nobody's gonna do that. I mean, come on. Like,
Yes, it I will admit it is a very crazy thing to say, but they take me like it's literal, but everybody else they're like, "Well, let's give them a pass." If it's
well,
Frank
you know, it's
though,
funny.
he might do
There
this.
there was a time though when it was the exact opposite with that.
Yes, I
That you
know
would
when
say
they
stuff that if someone else said it, it would have been called out like, "Oh my gosh," but when you said it, it was okay. So
yes,
that's the hypocrisy.
exactly. Yeah. It's
That's
when
the
purple
hypocrisy of it.
was it was when purple was trying I was a hmm, I was a bulldog for her basically.
Yeah.
That's what I was. And now fuck yeah, I don't she is trash. That's all I can say.
I think it's really shitty. I think that like they used you in a big way, and I think that's really shitty. I think doing that to
Yeah.
anybody is really shitty. Like human beings aren't to be used. I think that's really shitty. A shitty thing to do. And yes, Karen threatens people all the time. She gets really mad.
Yeah,
Like the whole
Karen.
like showing the Narcan, she was like, I was like, calm down there, girl. Like, wow. She's like, say. It's like, I'm in pain management. I know. That's why I said it. I know, honey. I know. You don't have to. It's like frightening. She's going to break a blood vessel. Hmm.
Yes, Heather, it is, isn't it? She said, "It's funny how things that were once okay are no longer okay on the other side, and vice versa." Yeah, it is.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. There was a time when your behavior was okay, but if anyone else did that, it wasn't okay. And now it's like the exact opposite. You know, before it was like, well, we'll give them a pass because we know. But now it's like, we won't give them a pass because we know. It's like, well, which is it? Like, like I've always been the same. Like I've always taken you the same way. But it's like, got the hypocrisy over there, got the flip flopping. And it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, Hakuna's
yes.
right.
Oh, let me
Like
read her. You're absolutely
he said,
right.
you never really got aggressive until you went over there. And that's true.
And that is true. Hakuna, yes. When I was at Ziggy's, I was not aggressive. W- uh,
I know.
But see, I am not trying to excuse myself at all because I stand for my actions. I did what I did, and there's no other reasoning behind it. Uh, I'm not going to apologize because I've already done it. So, but that is the truth, though. Hakuna is speaking the truth right there.
Yep. Hey, Mazzy. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I mean, I
And
I think you've
and
done
uh,
everything you can do, and I really wish certain people would just tell the truth because it's just shitty not to. Yeah, I don't get it either. Like that's what I was saying. Like this side never was the one who was saying this is a side. It's like we've been told we're a side. Which are we five? Okay. I mean, I guess we are. I don't know. I mean, it's just is really silly. Like I didn't realize we were five and we were talking about hopping on dicks and this side, that side. And it's just so juvenile and
it
disingenuous. It's a $5 word.
it,
That's an
it
inside
really
joke.
is. That is one of the best words to use, disingenuous, because it is. When people start attacking other people and you think they are your friends and you think, oh, this is lovely, this is you start thinking, oh, I have, oh well, it's just, oh man, all I know is now I have no fucking feelings for any of them, and I will destroy each and every one of them. Each you're laughing.
Well, it's funny. I was just saying, sorry, my thing is shaking. Well, the
I mean,
reason I said,
socially though, I hold on before everybody. Socially, I will.
well, the reason I said the disingenuous was because earlier, no, it was yesterday. Someone was trying to read my comment and they got a little stumbled on that word. That was a little bit too much. So that's
Oh
the
no,
inside joke of it.
they didn't know. Okay,
No, that
they
that
did
was too much.
that, but they didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, it got the
Well,
well, you guys read that. Just moving on. Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. It's not that it's pretty dis and Jet.
well, hey, I have said some more existential. They were like, "What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? Allergens? What the
Somebody
fuck
said
are you
just put
talking about?"
at the end of every comment put supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Like so I'm just gonna start using big words to like trip her up. Like so so like she can't read my comments and like troll, because it's gonna get screwed up every time.
I don't think she even knows what the. We are talking about purple, right? I don't think she even knows what the fuck. This is a simple word. Fathom. She doesn't even know what the fuck that means.
You know what was another one? Centrifugal. Unseen brought up centrifugal. She was like, no. It's like a roller coaster goes around.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tara, I don't think Tara's really on a side. I think she's really more this side, but she's not on a side.
no. Tara. Yes, Tara is. Well, at least I believe she is. You do not think Tara is honest?
No, I said on a side.
Oh, I thought you said she's not honest. Okay.
When I say this side, I don't necessarily mean this side. I just mean for Tara, like on the side of just like being more thinking, not emotionally, and not being a hypocrite. And you know what I mean?
Oh yes,
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I
A
don't
lot of
want to think
people
there's
need.
sides, but if there is, that would be it. Like, are you going to be hypocritical or are you going to think logically?
Yes, and I think very logically. Yes, I do drink, but I fucking think logically.
You're
Sorry.
probably one of the most black and white thinkers I've ever met.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you're very logical. Like, there you don't
Yes.
go to the gray. It's like black and white. Like, and I'm that way too. I'm very, logical, and it's this or this. It's not in the middle. Oh, model, model, model. That was a good one. What was another one? That we're kind of being mean now, aren't we? Though, are we
A
making fun of
little
a
mean.
disability again?
No, we are a little mean, but so what? We can be mean as much as we want because they
Oh, it was
can.
module. You're right. It was module. Well, you know what? Every once in a while, I think I get to be because
As do I. Every now and then, I try to be kind. Every now and then. But no,
I
I
I think
I'm
I've gotten
sorry.
enough stuff that every once in a while I get to be a little bit of a gutter slut, right? Every once in a while. Every once in a while.
Oh yes, yes, just dawn. Lobotomy. Everybody, everybody take off your clothes. That's what you need to do when you have a lobotomy.
Whose name was only said? Mine or Frank's? Hakuna said it was probably me, but we had a thing. We were in Discord this morning, and we were sitting there, and we were like, "Okay, how long is it going to be?" Like Unseen came up. It's like, "How long is it going to be till she says OG?" And I was like, "Why? Just like stop." Stupid. I don't get it.
Well, hold on. Hakuna Matata. Your name was. Is it what name?
Oh, me,
Not name.
because Unseen likes to just randomly like out of nowhere. It's like
Well, I
says
can
name.
tell you about Unseen. She is trash. Oh, did I say that? Oops.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I do.
You
I
did say
do
that.
not fucking care.
Well, I don't understand what the whole thing is with what she's trying to prove with clipping my video and making a. I don't understand what the point is. What she's trying to prove with making a video out of the video of us. I don't get it. I don't understand what she's doing. I don't get the point of that video. You saw the video, right?
Yes, I did. The
I don't
point
understand
of
the point.
the point of the video is she doesn't she she dislikes you, she dislikes me, and she dislikes Lenny. That's the point of her whole existence is that.
Yeah, but is it trying to say that Purple said you made a call or didn't? Like, I don't understand. Like, is there a point there? I don't understand.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
I don't get it. Like, I think she's trying to say, like, because at the end she's like, now that, and I don't know why it's her thing to make a deduction anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I tried to tell her. Like, boundaries, that's not your shizzle nizzle. Like, I don't understand why you're researching it. It's not your deal. I don't get it.
No, but
Ask her dog's on the treadmill.
that's her, yeah, that's her personality though. She goes into purples and she's always confused. What did somebody say? Who said what? What did they say? Yeah, she's
She
just
said today,
gathering
she's
him.
like, I really want to like OG. And I'm like, don't. I don't want, please don't. Please don't like, just don't. Just don't like me. Just, I'm abominable and just then stay away. Like, just, I'm horrible and just stay
Yeah,
away. Like, please don't like me.
you're like
Please.
I don't even want to deal with your ass.
No, just think I'm horrible and then just don't deal with me. Like, that's much better for me. Yeah, like not I don't understand what like was the clip trying to say that Purple never accused Frank or like because we know she did, so I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh yeah, the circle jerks are she'll never try liking you guys. Like she hates you guys. Which I don't even get. Like you guys didn't I don't understand. What did you do to her? Like you brought out the truth of the stupid dog video thingy? Which I said from day one, I'm like, I didn't get that it was a joke. She's like, it was a joke. I'm like, I didn't get that it was a joke. I thought it was real.
I thought you two was
Fragmented
real
thoughts
life.
in a wet paper bag. That's the best I've ever heard. That's perfect. It's true. It's weird. I wish she'd be unseen. Wasn't that great? That was great, Lenny.
I would actually like to speak with Unseen and talk to her because I would
She's probably
destroy
watching.
her. I know she is.
Where did she came from? Well, she was my three healers. Where did my three healers come from? Oh yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah. Like, you know what? Just who cares? Live your own life. Like why do you know what? I'd like to see a receipt for this $10,000. I'm tired of hearing $10,000. I want to see a receipt for that. I'm just tired of hearing that amount. I'm just sick of it. Like the next time I hear $10,000, I want to see a receipt. Like, I always talk about receipts. Where's the receipt for that? But you know, she's probably here watching.
Oh, yes, of course. Unseen is here. She fucking stalks me.
She probably does. Do you feel your nose itching,
No,
or is
she
it your
really
ear that's itching?
does. I'm
I'm
telling
sure
you,
she does.
you do
I'm
you do
not
not
kidding.
believe it.
I believe it. I believe it. She's like the dog on the treadmill, just following you.
And so does corn dogs. Those two motherfuckers everywhere I go. And they're like, hey.
He's just, I don't know. 1 minute. See, this is what I don't like when people do crap like that. I don't like when 1 minute they're all like, "Oh, nice to me," like, "Ha, ha, ha, that was so funny what you said," and then the next minute they're over there like, "Oh yeah, she's an asshole." Like, just don't be like behind people's back stuff. Just like have some balls and a backbone. And if you're gonna say something rude, say it to my face. Don't like to my face be one way and like that's just like ballless. I hate that. I hate when people act like
No, it's
that.
very disgusting though,
Like, I
because
can't respect that.
I've told I tell I cannot either. I have told people off the whole time I've been on YouTube, and it's not because
No.
I just want to tell people off. There's reasoning behind what I am saying.
Oh, I know.
Do you, that's cool, Queen OG, that you do understand that. I'm not just going on to panels and saying, "Hey, fuck you," her, her, her. No, it's
Well, I
not like
totally
that.
I don't want to say like this is probably a wrong word, but there's a method to the madness, and like madness is not. That's just a saying, though. Like there's a reason for like I get it. Like you're not just out there like blah, 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 blah. Like you have a reason for everything you do, and I see that, and usually I agree with it.
Yeah, like right now, I'm being cordial because I think you are a good person. So I will
Okay.
speak to you cordial. But when I'm just going to use another example. If I was on purples, she's already screwed me over. I would
Yeah.
be a different, everybody would say, "Oh, Frank, you're a different person." Well, no shit.
Well, yeah, you're angry. Like,
Use some fucking brain cells and
yeah,
realize one person is calm and just talking to me normal, and the other person is like putting me in backstage and laughing. What do you
yeah.
think?
Well, just the
What do you
tone.
think
Like
I'm
you
going
get
to
the
do?
tone. You get the tone. I hate when like they give you the tone. Hey, Frank. Like it's just the tone. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Just
it
the
is.
not even just like what's being said. It's like how it's being said. It's just rude and a put down. And I hate when people talk down to people. I don't like that. Oh, she had many names. What was it? What was the other name? There was my three healers. What time do we have to go?
Like 420?
Okay. What was the name before? There was my three healers. There was
Yes,
what
you
was it?
are speaking of unseen, right?
Yeah, someone was asking in chat. There was another one.
Green something. Oh shit.
There was
My green he.
my three healers,
Oh,
and
oh,
then
oh.
there
Glass
was
house. Glass
Empress
house.
Nero.
Glass house.
Empress. Well, that's now Empress
Emperor.
Nero.
Yes, Empress
Empress Nero.
Zero. Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Nero.
Empress Nero, Glass
And then
House,
was that it?
and my green butterfly or some shit like that.
3 healers. Wasn't there one before? Wasn't there one before my 3 healers? Wasn't there another one? 3 healers, Nero, glass. Wasn't there another one?
That
I know, 0.
I'm not
For
very
some reason, I
sure
think there
about.
was another one.
I know she is, and watch, everybody will say, hold on, I'm about to say something, and everybody will say, oh, he picks on women. No, I do not. I pick on, I get angry at people that are fucking dumbasses. Have I ever, Queen OG, said anything to you derogatory? Ever?
No, you're always nice to me. Like you have never come on here and like spewed at me because I don't treat you in a way that would make you do that.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to. They try to say, oh, he's just a derogatory male and he. Fuck them.
You know what?
No.
It's all about the situation, the environment, and that's just not a good environment. It just isn't. Like every time you're over there, it's just from the instant one. Like you get talked down to. I mean, it's just like a bad environment. I think there was another one before my 3 healers. I think there was.
Well, that one I
Hey,
did
Tony.
not know. I didn't know that there was one before my 3 healers.
I
I
swear
do
there was. I
know.
could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Darn it. Oh, it's
I
gonna
doubt
bug
you
me.
are. I doubt you are.
Oh, it's gonna bug me. I'll like remember it at like 3 in the morning. Hey, Tony. She was a mod for Doug. Did she send nude? That would be kind of funny though.
She was actually trying to hide her glass house channel, but it was so easy to figure out. It was so easy.
Why? 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 I don't understand the
She,
need for all these channels.
well, the reason I had to make, I don't understand the reasoning she did it, but to actually say something in purples, I had to make so many accounts, but now I'm done.
Yeah,
I was
it's
trying to
weird.
defend myself.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony, wasn't she something before my 3 healers? Well, and then unseen, that's so 3 healers, glass house. Ooh, that was a, and then Nero. So that's 4 right there. But I swear there was another one.
Yeah,
What
Tony
was the
might
other one?
know.
Shoot. Tony will figure it out.
When I first met her, she was Empress Nero.
I think she was 3 healers when I met her, and then she changed to Empress Nero, and then she was unseen, and now she's Glass House. But I think there was
Yeah.
before the 3 healers.
And she made that clip about me. What the fuck did that prove? Nothing.
I don't know.
Fucking
The one from my channel with us?
yeah.
I don't know.
It was just it was ridiculous. It
Well, I told her
proved
if she's gonna do
nothing.
it, at least don't make it look so crappy.
Yeah,
If you're
no
gonna
shit.
clip my channel, at least make it not look like crap.
I'm with you, Queen OG. Some of these people, I don't know what their agenda is. Well, I do know what their agenda is.
You know.
They want
Well,
to
Soup,
fucking take
we
me
were
down.
so bored last night. We were so bored last night. We were like, oh my gosh, can something happen? Because that's all it is. You're just waiting for something to happen at this point. And
Yeah.
eventually nothing will happen and it'll all just die off. I swear there's something before. That's gonna bug me. Who would know? I swear there was
It's
something. Well, she would
actually.
know.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's Unseen would know. But she's gonna tell us. Oh, I swear there was something else. Oh,
I was reading chat. The soup said it's actually gotten boring
A
at
petting zoo.
purples. All I hear is grunting.
And
Yeah.
snoring. Hey, I love Elsa.
Mm. Heidi screaming, Harper crying. It is Stinson the soup. Yes, Stinson has the soup. Yes, it is. It becomes. Oh,
I still think the best moment was go to bed unseen by the soup. That was still like go to bed unseen. That was just like right there. That was like the clip of the year. Go to bed unseen. It's the way it was said. It was just perfect. Best clip ever. Go to bed
yep.
unseen.
Well,
I
she
love
needs
you.
to go to bed forever. Oops, did I say that again?
You did. Oh my god. See, I missed the little butthole one. I missed that one. I missed the last one. Oh yeah, whoever was chewing, I was just like, ah. Ugh. But I missed the last. I always miss them. I always miss them. I never see them. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it. Dag nabbit. Dag diggity nab nab. Dag nabbit.
Dag
Diggle nabbit.
nabbit. I haven't
Dag
heard that
nabbit.
in a long time. Hey, that's a
Dag
good
nabbit.
dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit. Hello, I love Alta. Yeah, it was awesome. Go to bed unseen. It was great. I loved it. She was out there that night. And she was mean that night. It's like she was mean that night. I was like, girl, you got
She's
mean.
not
She was
mean.
trash. She was swearing and cursing. I was like,
She doesn't know. She does not know what mean is. But to change the subject, on a lighter subject, would you mind?
oh, go ahead. Whatever you
80s
want.
music. You love whatever you want.
Do I
Are
know
you
80s?
Brenda now? Whatever you want.
Oh, no. You know. I can't, like, I have to turn off because it's just, you know. It's like, ugh, one more, every 2 seconds, it's like young people when they're like, and then I liked. It's like, you
Oh
know,
yes,
you know.
yes. I have
And then we
encountered
went over
those
here,
people as well.
She did. She demanded you came up and you told her to go to bed. It was perfect. Go to bed.
Mm.
Hey, Mazzy. It reminds me of Mazzy Star. Remember that singer, Mazzy Star?
Yes,
That
I
was a
do.
good. That was 90s. So there's that.
But so there's that.
So there's
But I
that.
was, yeah, you're purple. But I was going to ask you, um,
What?
you mentioned that you love 80s music, as do I.
I love anything.
What
I'm still like stuck in the 80s minus Buddy's hair.
minus Buddy's hair? What are some of the songs that you, can you name like some? I know this
I'm
will
like a
be
big
hard.
like Bon Jovi, like Cyndi Lauper. Like I'm all like living like a parent. Like I'm just like I saw Bon Jovi in 86, 06, and 16. How crazy is that? Like that's like full
No,
circle.
that is not creepy. That's fucking awesome.
Like
I'm
I
not.
remember
I
going
am.
like it was crazy. Like 20 like they've become he's very talented now. I mean, he's always been talented, but his vocals have really he's gone, you know. Brenda's taken to livings. What's livings lives? Who's livings? Or livings lives? What's livings lives? Who was Jules did one on Tears for Fears. She has some video on Tears for Fears.
Oh, Tears.
I haven't watched it. I don't know what it was about.
I actually adore Tears for Fears. Oh, which songs do you? Is there certain songs, or do you like the band themselves?
I'm anything. I'm like that kind of person who, you know what I found? Oh my gosh. So I can't do it because my other monitor is working. I found this, I'll put it in a community post. I found this site and it's I forget, it's like, I can't remember the URL, but it's basically all different decades and it has 80s, 90s, 2000s, but it's like TV and it's all TV shows. So you can flip the channel to be like commercials or soap operas or game shows, and it's all real shows from that decade. So you can go to the
Yes,
80s
from the
one,
80s. Yeah.
and it's like you can do it like not other decades, but you turn on like 80s and you do like game shows and it just plays like and it's all the old shows. You could do like soap operas and it'll just go for hours, just 80s soap operas. It's amazing. There's like a music video channel. They just play MTV. It's like being back in the 80s, like sitting right there and watching TV. And all the commercials are 80s. It's like, how did I never find this before? It's amazing. It's like the best thing I've ever found. And then they have like special programming, which is like the Emmys and stuff. And literally, it's like you're in the 80s and you're watching TV. I'll make a community post because it's amazing. I can't remember the URL off the top of my head. They started the 60s, actually. Actually, let me try and find it.
Oh,
It's
well, let me tell you this, Queen OG. I was born in the 80s, but I didn't get to I saw some of the 80s, but I was a little kid. And then I was real into The Cure. You know who The Cure is, right?
Did you
Okay.
like Depeche Mode?
Oh, yes.
Blasphemous
Yes.
Rumor? I know you like
Yes.
Blasphemous Rumor.
Yeah.
Like Alphaville? At my
And
wedding, I
ABBA.
karaoke'd Forever Young at my wedding, in
Oh
between
shit,
courses.
forever young. Oh
So
hell yeah.
in between courses, we had a DJ and he started playing Forever Young, and I was like singing at the table and someone stood up. So it ended up with me standing on the dance floor with everyone sitting at their dinner. Everyone had their lighters and I was singing Forever Young in the middle of dinner at my wedding. I was the
That
karaoke
is
bride. It was
that is
awesome.
fucking awesome.
It was awesome. And I was like singing Forever Young and I had my lighter and everyone was sitting at their table like with their, and I was just singing it. It was awesome. But we had an 80s DJ. I was like, that's what I want. So my second son,
Adamant
I
too. Yeah, Monica said adamant. Yes.
haven't heard Adam Ant in a long time. So they said what I wanted because I had a scheduled C-section. They're like, what kind of music do you want? And my husband's like, 80s, rock song, whatever. And so someone had a playlist, they had on 80s. And so Sweet Child of Mine came on just as they were
Gu-
pulling him out. And
Guns
the
N'
way like
Roses.
the light was shining down, it looked like he had a glow and like he like literally came out to like Sweet Child of Mine. It was like awesome. Awesome. Oh, I liked U2. I loved U2. Do you like U2? U2? Me too. You had a crush
You
on
th-
Adam Ant? He had some crazy hair. I like pretty much, I wasn't really like Dawkins. Didn't really go that realm, but pretty much anything else I loved. I can't sing. You saw my 12 days of YouTube. That's like I had to practice for that. I can't sing. I wish I could sing. That's one thing if I could do, I would really like to be able to like sing. Like good, sing. But I can't sing. But I love the 80s. And you know what I really would like to do? Open an 80s inspired like clothing store on Amazon with all like not like you look like you're going to a costume party, but like 80s kind of inspired for like older people, like people my age that like, it's just like you look a little bit 80s, like kind of thing. I don't know. That's my idea. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but how cool would that be?
no, that would be
Pump up
very
the jam. I
cool.
got the radio on. I got pump up the jam going. Pump it, pump it, pump it.
Is that is that the song Pump Up the
I got
Jam?
music. I always have my 80s music on. You auditioned for Britain's Got Talent? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Wow. What did you do? We got a Britain's Got Talent person here. What did you do? Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. I always have music playing. I love music. You got to see him at Red Rocks. That's awesome. I still want to know. See, I'm on StreamYard, so it's gonna take forever. Twisted Sister. Oh my gosh. Someone just sneezed. I just remember like just that feeling of the 80s when it was just like you could wear what you wanted, you had crazy hair, you had like 10,000 rubber bracelets on and your fingerless gloves. And it was just like the time of just, I don't know, it was just like freedom. Like you could just express yourself however. Like the 80s were just, that kind of time. Just do whatever, be yourself. I don't know, it was a good time. I had a huge, big blonde mullet, by the way.
But that was the style back then. See,
Of course.
I was a young kid. I didn't, but I used to have a big crush. Here we go, everybody. I used to have a big crush on Madonna when I
Really?
was a kid. Yes, I did.
Have you seen her face now?
Duh, yeah, I have.
I mean,
I'm just being truthful.
I'm all for do what you want, but when, like, if your kid goes away for a little bit of time and comes back and looks at you and, like, doesn't recognize you, that's kind of weird. Like, if I stood next to her, I might not recognize her. Like, she's so
No,
different looking.
yes, I am agreeing with you. I'm not saying that I am just telling you that when I was younger, growing up in the 80s, I had a crush on her when I was younger.
She was very pretty then. I dressed like her in college. I had a costume, but like for a party. I had I made like a ear, it was the Blonde Ambition tour, and I had like an ear thing. I had a big blonde
You actually
ponytail and I had
look
like
a
a
little
tofu.
bit like Madonna, to be honest.
You should see, I'll find the picture. Like I looked a lot like her in this, like when I had my hair like that. I looked a lot like her. Oh my gosh, you're still doing it. She's still, so wait, you're still doing the Britain's Got Talent? Are you through the first round? I thought you did it. She's still doing it. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I
Lenny said
graduated
you
in,
and
wait, go ahead.
oh, sorry. No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just reading. Lenny said you and I should do a duet.
I know. She said we should sing, but I'm not a good singer. I'd have to practice. I'd have to practice first. See, well, you were born in the 80s. See, I was born in 72. I'm way older than you. So I remember like in the 80s, it was a whole like Cyndi Lauper or Madonna. It was like, which one? They were always like, you know, in competition with each other. Can you hear my
Uh,
music?
no, I
Feeling hot,
cannot.
hot, hot.
Maybe the chat can, but I don't.
No, it's because this is like noise canceling. Gallagher. Oh my gosh. The 80s was the 80s was just a very relaxed. I mean, I almost feel like we were more accepting in the 80s because you might have said something, but then you like were fine with whatever. Like now we might act fine, but I don't know. We're a weird society now. I wanted to see Mazzy said something about where she was in the thing. She doesn't know if she's through yet. Oh my gosh. February 10th. So would that be like the first round to get through? Or they have the big outside thing where people go in. So which round? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Can you imagine going on one of those like Got Talent shows? That's crazy. That's crazy. How is all my purple people doing? I don't know if there's any purple people here, Katie. Well, there's probably a few. Your mom was born. See, here comes Sakuna. My mom was born in 69. Oh, we lost, right? My mom was born in 69 and I was born in 72. Thanks, Hakuna. She always does this. You always do this. See, that's one thing I'm not country. That's one I don't like. I'm not country. I don't like country. Not really a country singer. Linny, you seem more like you actually do look a lot like Joan Jett. I will say that. You're a little Joan Jett. I know. There's Hakuna with like, my mom. You could be my mom. You could be my mom, OG. She's just 3 years older than you. Yeah. Yeah. Country is one thing that I don't know. I mean, friends in low places. Does that make me country a little bit? A little bit, a little bit. B-52s. Oh my God. I saw the Go-Go in concert like it was probably like mid 90s. I mean, I think they needed some money, but could I tagged you in the tavern? Oh my God. Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar is a good one. See, I don't know. I don't think I would make a good hippie. Good hippie. Blondie. All right. My kids have their school parent teacher conference in 20 minutes. So I got to get going. But now I can't say bye to Fluffy Nuts. Fluffy Nuts. Fluffy Nuts. Can't say bye to my Fluffy Nuts now. Fluffy Nuts, I have a parent teacher conference. 22 minutes. 22 minutes to my parent teacher conference. But, oh my gosh, I've been on here for like 3 hours. That's crazy. No wonder my eyes hurt. I've been staring at a computer for 3 hours. All right. You guys, thanks for making me feel old, Hakuna, as always. But anyway, Fluffy Nuts, I'm sorry I didn't get to say bye to you, but I'm going to put the 80s TV thing in a community post because it's honestly, if you watch it, it's awesome. It's really, really great. So anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for everyone who became a member, and thank you for the super chats and super stickers and Gone Girl. Thank you for everything. Thank you, you guys. Like, as I always say, you guys could be anywhere. You guys could go anywhere, any place, anywhere. And you chose to come here, and I really appreciate it. And I think we, again, as always, had a good time, said some good stuff, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am always humbled by you guys. You guys are great. So, poor Fluffy Nuts. I lost my Fluffy Nuts, but wish me luck at my parent-teacher conference meeting. Yay! All right, you guys. Thank you, guys. I love you. I'll leave the chat open for like a few minutes so you guys can say bye. And I love you guys. Thank you.